Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the late start. Here we go. Technical difficulties, but you know what? We got through them. I'm just not using the mic. So first, let me know in the chat. Hi, everybody in chat. Let me know if you can hear me. And hopefully I'm not sweating too hard. It is so hot out here. 100 degrees out in this desert life of mine. Yes. Good. Okay, good. There's people in the chat. Hi. Sorry, just cleaning up all my screens here. I tried to get the microphone going. Something's going on. I think it's because my computer and my phone are completely full. And so it's not even reading when I plug in the microphone. So hopefully you can hear me fine. You can hear. Good, good. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Julia. A voice down under. It's Gonja. Hi, Audit. Hey, Audit, at some point, if you want to jump on, also, I'm going to allow pretty much anybody listening and being involved in the community to jump in at a certain point. But I want to talk, obviously, about everything first. And I don't want to rush, and I don't want to, the only reason I'm doing this stream is to heal, is to make people aware of their own actions. It's to acknowledge people's upsets from toxic people that have been in this community. And if upsets is a Scientology term, then it's to acknowledge and to understand that there were disagreements and harsh, hard words said online, offline, about so many different community members and toxic people being in and out of it, and where we are now, and what are we doing with all this? What is the intention? You know? So thank you. Yes. Come on in. Hey. I made me actually a really nice beer with, I guess it's like a michelada, tomato juice, pickled juice with beer. Okay, another thing to keep in mind is that when we're doing this live stream, I have a bunch of kitties. I have 3 kitties, as you guys know, that do follow me. And they are allowed to go wherever they want. And so they might just be crawling up and doing all this kind of stuff, okay? This is Black Beauty, in case y'all were wondering. Look at how big she is. Look at how big he is. He's not even a kitten anymore. Pretty kitty. He's so beautiful and he's so loving, which is what I want this stream to be about. All right, Black Beauty, you gotta go down. Aw, let me get Pinta. Here's Pinta, the runt, the little baby runt. She's so Miss Independent. Oh, hi, Tiggs. And Tiggs, of course, my Tiggies. Y'all know my Tiggies. Hi, Tiggs. Hi. So, again, if you see these monkeys crawling all over me, that's what's going on, okay? They are literally healing me, healing you, healing us. Okay, so, hi, Adira. Hi, Lindsay. I want a kitty. Don't say that because, you know, oh my God, Black Beauty is so adorable. He totally wants to come up and hang out with me. Yes, these kitties are, I saved them. You can probably see it on some other one of my live streams, but these kitties are definitely healing me. Damn sexy hair. Thank you, Reese. I do it myself. Look, I'm serious. Like, I just grab the scissors and then I look around and I say, you know what? I actually need to dye my hair. I haven't dyed my hair in like 3 months, 4 months, so you can see those roots. But seriously, I was gonna chop my hair right in front of you, but oh well, I'll do it another time since I just don't want to be dealing with that right now. So Thank you all for being here. There's a lot of toxicity that has been going on in our community, and I'm talking about the SPTV community and the community of ex-Scientologists and the community of people who have never been in that have lovingly or egotistically decided to join or be part of the Scientology, protesting anti-Scientology abuses and stuff like that. I don't know, just anybody who basically disagrees with Scientology and their abuses. And obviously, we all know who we're talking about, and we should just get straight to the point, because I'm looking at it from so many perspectives. I'm looking at it from somebody who was born and raised in the cult of Scientology, somebody whose parents are still in it, somebody who's dealing with this harassment and shit from Scientology on a daily basis. Like, there's no way I can explain to you all the little details other than out of LA. I've explained a lot of these things, and vice versa, on what harassment and how much harassment we are getting on a daily basis just doing what we're doing. And so to kind of get into it, it's like we're working on it. It feels to me, and these are my feels, this is my view, this is Lara FM TV, so this is definitely about my mind, my words, my views, my healing. And a lot of that has to do with healing with people in this community as well. So, what was I just saying? Getting into the toxicity, but also, I guess just starting it there. So I have a few little notes, and I want people to come in. I want people to be able to not feel fear. And, oh, that's right, I was talking about my harassment. Going to the courts, going to City Hall from the desert. It takes me an hour and plus change when there's no traffic. Getting there, parking, being there in the toxicity of the city, literally. Dealing and coping with my trauma while I'm in court. And it's not just my trauma. I'm just talking about my view and what has happened to me and why I don't feel okay in this community without talking about this and without talking about everything freely and openly. Part of healing and part of learning and loving is being uncomfortable and talking about things and listening to people tell you about your flaws in a loving way. Actually listening to them. Why is somebody who loves and cares for me, who sees so much joy and hope and love and future, why would they be commenting or telling me something in a loving way to view myself in? That to me is love. That to me is, especially if you're really doing it out of love, it is almost a blessing in disguise, clearly, when a good friend or somebody you trust, even a little bit, puts you in check and says, look, I love you so much, or I care for you so much, but I would love if you could just see this view in a different way. I don't think I've ever responded badly to something like that. And pardon me if I get distracted by you guys in chat, because you do say amazing things. And there's also things that I assume that people don't know, like this harassment. There's a lot of people who don't know how much harassment I'm getting, how so badly OSA not only is going after me, but then goes after Auto LA and other specific people, going after the Jane Does, literally while we're in court, while we're in the hallways, filming us, recording us. A lot of you know I lost my job almost 8 months ago. I don't even know what month we're in right now, July. Almost 8 months ago, 9 months ago, 8 months ago. Because packets were sent to the rehabilitation, the rehab that my boss is at, that he has to stay at, and that he will be staying. Well, my ex-boss, he's definitely not my boss. They're not my bosses anymore. But the point is packages were sent there in a light to get me fired. I've heard so much toxic crap on even just that. Like literally hearing that, you know, we're gonna refer to Scott as toxic. We're gonna get into Mr. Toxicity, the king of toxicity, Scott Hochstetter. But, you know, I've heard things that like he had something to do with, you know, getting those packages sent there. And if it wasn't that he was so toxic and blasting out whatever he was splurting on his live streams about where I worked and what area it was and what my bosses do and what I do, etc. Way too much of my personal information was put out where Scientology knew where and how, or on behalf of Toxicity knew where and how to send packages so that I would get fired. So long story longer, what I'm saying is through all of this, I would say the last 3 years, there has been so much learning, so much growing, and so much shitty muck that we've all had to, I just see Foxy outside, that we all have gone through. And I think there are certain people like Aaron Smith Levin who think that, or Jenna Miscavige, who think that they don't have some, you know, they're going to take some sort of ownership of being like, you know, the lead or the SPTV Foundation or whatever it is, and be an example and be healthy, you know, members of people who are trying to get out of Scientology. But yet you won't even talk about or heal with individual community members that you, Aaron Smith Levin, have created so much toxicity towards through your old behaviors of Scientology. Like, and again, guys, I am not doing this stream to gang up on Aaron, gang up on Jenna, gang up on Nora, gang up on whoever. This has nothing, that is not what this is about. What it is about is that there was a time when I felt so good jumping on YouTube and just talking about my fucking story or talking about really horrible shit that's going on in Scientology. Never once did I have to think about the chat. I never once had to think about what I could and couldn't say. I loved coming up and just being, even if I was fucking up, even if I was drunk off my ass. That is part of healing, is showing your vulnerability, is showing where you can be healed. It's showing where somebody else can give you a perspective of yourself. So I do feel that certain people in the community has channels and do think that they do want to help people get out of here, out of Scientology. I want to have a actual foundation, or have a foundation that I can go to that allows people to actually get, you know, animal therapy, psychotherapy, all the therapies, and doing it for themselves too. I can't imagine anybody that would allow to be on any board in any part of the world where they aren't also getting the self-healing, the healing. Like, and to me, it just seems that when people are not doing the healing for themselves and expecting the world to listen to them or to be on their side or whatever, it's never going to happen. The world is going to show you. The world is going to show, just like it showed me, and it's showing me on a daily basis, that bullying is not okay, that forcing people to pick sides is not okay, or to tell people or to put on a live stream that I'm doing something, I'm this, you know, I manipulated these people and did, like, don't fucking tell me what I'm doing and not doing. You can put a perspective of like, hey, Lara, I know your intentions are this, this, and this, but when you're drinking on a live stream and you're drunk, it doesn't look good for, you know, that's a different thing. But when somebody goes on a live stream to Scott specifically, to blurt out all of my personal information, or to go on to get people to like his view and to dislike me, to cause me negative energy, to send people my way that are going to not make me grow. They're going to literally do what Scientology does, suppress. then you have zero. There's no reason you need to be in this community. There's no reason you need to, quote unquote, be a defendant, a loud voice for people. No, we can do that. You can go away and be toxic in a fucking river that can actually cleanse your ass, literally and metaphorically. But everything this Scott Hochstetter, aka DOA, aka the Lord of the Gadflies, aka Toxic, the King of Toxicity, you have created so much turmoil between you and Aaron Smith-Levin. Both of you have created so much turmoil, and you still are soaking it up and not letting it go today. You are still there fucking shitting on people who are vulnerable, who are open, who do not lie, who tell you shit as it is, whether it's wrong or right. You shit on people because it makes you feel better. And whatever that is not for me to heal. That's for you to heal, Toxic. That's for you to heal, Aaron Smith-Levin. Oh my God. So it's not okay that you have people like Jenna and Aaron in their like bitchy little fucking ego attitudes who pretend that they're talking and speaking about what's going on and updating everybody on Scientology crimes and all this. Not once, Aaron Smith-Levin, not once do you mention the protesters in LA. Not once do you mention how much work Audit LA has done and what we do on a daily basis, because you don't know. And if you do know, you're so stubborn and you're so full of fucking hate that you will not mention anybody in LA that's doing the work to take down Scientology on a daily basis. Why? Why do you always have to keep saying, you know, Jessica and Streets? What about Lara FM and Audit LA and T and Scientology Up North and Nora? Why do you have to relate everybody to your toxicity? Yet then the next time, then it's okay to go on a live stream after I say, hey, emergency live stream. There was literally security guards fucking holding somebody down. And you have to go do a live stream the next day because, or whatever it was, whenever you did it, because why? And why didn't you mention? And then you criticize the one guy who has mental illness. He literally has autism. He has issues where he is barely even has the ability to go outside. Okay. You don't know that, Aaron, because you fucking make fun of people who have fucking disabilities. You think it's funny. The other day when Jaeger, amazing that you SPTV Foundation is helping Jaeger and is still helping him. But for to make a joke that, oh, I thought you were chewing gum. Good, we get you thought he was chewing gum. It's a goddamn disorder. You make fun of people who are literally healing. And it's hard to heal, Aaron. It's hard to heal. It's hard to come on live streams and try to make your own channel yours when you have people in the community that I do care about, Aaron. I care about Jenna. But watching you guys go on your streams and how you're doing things behind walls, behind stream walls, fucking disgusting. That shit is old toxic Scientology behavior. That's the kind of shit, Jenna, you would do in CMO. When you had friends that you liked, Jenna, you would be good friends with those friends. But anybody else, you would treat like shit. And you're doing it again. And Aaron, I'm sure Aaron told you to build you all up to do the YouTube and then told you to use the Miscavige name and everything. If you had stepped back and not been so fucking egotistical and so stuck on pretending to not want to be back with Aaron, how do you come have lunch with me? And then we go and hang out at Blue. And I tell you, not even 2 weeks before, during that time, I said, I feel like you still are addicted to Aaron. And why? Because you said, no, I'm not. I said, why do you feel the need that you have to block him on everything then? This is what I'm talking about. I'm not going to sit here blocking Aaron. I'm not going to sit here not talking about it either. And Jenna, your behavior is not a good friend. Friends don't do that. You don't go to LA, meet up with people, we have a great chat, talk about everything, then you go back, get back with Aaron for whatever the fuck. I don't even care. People care that you're okay, and then you go and do your own life. You don't heal with friends. You don't, but you want to be Aaron's new boyfriend or husband or whatever, wife, husband or wife, whatever. Like, no. That is so backstabby. That's the shit that we're calling out. And I hope I'm not yelling. You guys, I am yelling, so you guys can keep like turn the volume down. But this shit is not okay. I'm not going to support a foundation either way if you are not doing the healing. How is that possible? The SPTV Foundation was literally a really good idea. It's amazing. SP, we want to like lower the sensitivity of being called an SP. Like, it's so scary. Okay. Aaron, you didn't even come up with that. You didn't come up with SPTV. I can use SPTV all I want. And I do use SPTV in a way that it will notify all the people of the community that are interested in ex-Scientology stories or exposing the abuses. It's so fucking difficult. You are so difficult to work with, Aaron. And it's because you are so stubborn. You're so hard-headed. You can never be wrong. And that is what's so ugly, is that you cannot be wrong on a live stream. Just like Scott. That is toxicity. If you cannot be wrong and openly accept it, not to accept it to say, oh, I'm accepting this. Well, what about you? What about your faults? No, do it for yourself. Why are you living this life if you are going to you're going to leave life with all these toxic fucking relationships and all these arguments and everything? Or would you want to leave this life knowing that Scientology is disposed, that everybody actually talked about their flaws and their fucking disagreements and upsets and ARC breaks and whatever Scientology terms you want to call it? Why can't we talk about it all? Why do you get mad at people when they're in other chats? How disgusting. How disgusting, how ugly it is to watch toxicity and people like that go out of the way to go on a live stream to talk shit about people who have gone through so much shit. What is the intention? I didn't even get a sip of my fucking beer yet. So yeah, people are saying, I can't believe how much hate there is in this community. There was a time, believe it or not, guys, when this was all awesome. There wasn't hate. And I hate to bring it up, and I hate to like point it at two people, but it has been two people. Scott Hochstetter, DOA, fucking the Lord of Gladflies, toxicity. Just call him toxic, period. He is toxic. There's nothing he does or touches that isn't fucking destroyed or ruined eventually. And then Aaron Smith-Levin. You guys have stirred shit up. You stirred shit up when me and Scott were first together. Blech, I can't even say that. And never apologized. Yet, Aaron, you're in other chats being like, I can't believe she's never apologized. You look in the mirror, Aaron. You fucking you apologize. You don't know how. You don't actually know how fucked up you were as a friend. A friend. You fucking apologize. And then Jenna, your comment about like, oh yeah, Scott's like worse than David Miscavige. Yet here you are. My uncle is the leader. I am Jenna Miscavige, and my uncle is the leader. Why don't you say all the crappy shit you did to the people you didn't like in CMO, Jenna? Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about how many people you ordered to do all-nighters. Instead of being like, this, I mean, whatever. I'm not even I'm not going to judge on whatever media you put out. But when you're going on, I can literally see you, Jenna. I can see your fucking ego. I have been doing music and been on tours and opened up for some really fucking famous people. I have been around some really amazing fucking artists. Amazing artists. People that I literally respect. I've been around famous people that I disrespect to the core. I have worked with famous people that I disrespect. Okay? So I can literally see when people are fighting for a purpose with their art and message and whatever, or if they're doing it to get the center of attention and I'm doing it all and watch me and Aaron, we're doing it all. You are not fucking doing it all at all. In fact, you could be doing so much more if you weren't so one-sided with Aaron. It's unbelievable. You guys came out to LA and no, none of you texted me. None of you texted me to come protest with you guys and your fucking 10 billboards. How pathetic. How pathetic is that? It's not just me. You didn't ask anybody in the LA crew. Why? Why wouldn't you ask people that you dislike, but know that they actually could pull a lot of attention onto that, on a protest on Hollywood Boulevard? It's so two-faced. It's two-faced. Fucking learn to be authentic as you are online and offline. Whether you're messy, whether you're drunk, whether you're fucking sober and going through healing on a daily basis, be that on and offline. Be that in your friendships. I'm so sick of Hollywood and their fakeness and I'm so sick of ex-Scientologists thinking that holding TRs or having high confront or bull baiting somebody enough is the way to go, is the way to heal, is the way to actually make this community bigger and better. It's fucking the opposite. And I'm not going to let this community get destroyed by me not talking about it. There's nobody right now in this community that I wouldn't be willing to have a sit down or an online conversation or a telephone call with to heal anything that I have done, or maybe piss somebody off, or maybe because I was associated at all with Toxic, Scott, or Aaron. I'm here to heal. I'm here to go, how can I make that better? How can I heal that? Everybody should be like that. There shouldn't be, I'm not talking to her if she's talking to her. You're already on the wrong side if you're doing that. You are already fucked if you're doing that. And that's what's going on. Scott would do it and say, oh, we're not supposed to choose sides. But then when he doesn't want somebody talking to him, then he'll put it out. Oh, well, the bad actor or whatever fucking pathetic, toxic words that man likes to use to literally ruin and make people succumb and make them feel smaller. That is what you do, Toxic. That is what you do. And you laugh and you giggle and you get all excited. For what? Why don't you get that excited about helping people and making real change? Fucking disgusting. Tell me in the chat if I'm wrong, and I'll get back. Thank you guys for all listening, but I'm gonna go on a little bit more of a tangent. But tell me if I'm wrong. Is there anybody else in the community other than Aaron Smith-Levin and Scott Hochstetter, DOA, Toxic, who people have huge, major issues with that they can't resolve? Is there anybody else other than these two that couldn't resolve an issue with somebody, couldn't resolve a horrible post or something horrible that somebody said online? Tell me. I literally don't think that. Look, Aaron Smith-Levin, if you're watching this, and I know you are, Jenna, text me. I will send you the link right now, and we can heal this right now. I can have Nora up here, and I can have Audit up here, and I can have anybody up here to heal this, but you won't allow it. Aaron, Jenna, how are you gonna be this power couple or whatever the fuck you guys think you are? Which I think is a great idea if you're not being toxic about it. But you can't. Your relationship is toxic. I've been through it. I've seen you. I've seen you both. I've seen you both deal with how you deal with each other. Toxic. Yeah, gross. And when you wake up, it doesn't mean you guys have to be enemies, but Aaron, I don't think you're ever going to change. I don't think you actually want to change. I think you like your ego and your control. I think you know best. My opinion. So I don't think you can change. And I love like this. It's just so it's not okay that we're in a community where there's so many people with so many big hearts in the chat that have helped so many people of this community. They've helped so many people. And these two people have split people away. That's my opinion. That's my full on opinion. I've seen from what I've seen from my own experience with these two people. And they both hate being talked about as the same to each other. Hi, buddy. They both, Scott and Aaron, don't like being related to each other. But you both have the same exact horrible addictions, like bad behaviors, fucking horrible respect. And there's been so many times where I literally have not said anything. I've just been like, you know what? I guess so and so has to like hit rock bottom, or I don't know. I was like, I guess they're just gonna have to go through this to figure it out, and maybe the universe is gonna show them somehow. It's not happening. It hasn't been happening. And the toxicity just keeps getting worse and worse. And so I'm saying something about it now. I want to be able to go on here, go and talk about anything. Both, I don't want to, I'm not even trying. I would love a community where Aaron, Jenna, anybody, whoever wants to be the top dog of the whatever community. I don't care about that. But just people who can be sincere and open and just say, hey, I don't like this. Hey, the way you said this to me was upsetting. Whatever. To immediately block people, hold things. She said this. Oh, I'm not talking to this person right now. Like getting people to gang up and be on your side. Fucking, that is the worst. That is horrible. Jojo, thank you for modding, and thank you. I forgot who I made moderators over the last 5 months, but I love you all. Thank you. Hi, Maureen. I love you too, you sweet angel. And all you guys. There's so much love in the community that it is such a disappointment that this is where it's gone. That this is where we're at. Still literally the strings of toxic crap from two people. And because Aaron and Jenna are together and dating, they're toxic together. It is so disgusting that people doing so much work on a daily fucking basis at the city meetings, calling in, meeting with city officials that you have no idea, which you do, and didn't talk about ever on your live streams other than, I'm the leader of, my uncle's the leader, and Aaron's like, hey, whatever, like his Aaron stream. Like, why do you have to make a whole video criticizing somebody's protest? Who does that? Oh, you know who does that? Toxicity. Scott. That's who does that. That's who now goes out of their way over the last 2 years to just criticize and hate and bully people. And then you get people from other communities that have nothing to do with science, the anti-Scientology movement, who are hating on people just because of this twisted, toxic shit. There should be nobody in the world that ever supports Scientology. And the victims, the people, the children, the kids that were born and raised in the fucking hell of Scientology and abused on a daily basis, it is gross that you would then go and attack them, whether they're doing something wrong or not, publicly online to make them worse. Who does that? Tell me one other person in some string of connection who did not break up this community other than Aaron and Scott. Who? It wasn't Streets. It wasn't Jessica, since that's all you talk about, Aaron, as LA protesters. It was you, Aaron. And guess what? Aaron, you can do something about it. You can still fucking connect everybody and heal. You can heal everybody by stepping up. You can literally heal everybody. You are the problem. You hold a ridge, as I don't know another word, but you hold a ridge that is a Scientology term where you are so hateful. You fucking literally, in your own words, oh, Karen and Jeff or whoever, they're dead to me. Cool, they're dead to you. So does that mean everybody now, they have to be dead to everybody? That is how you approach things. And you've got Eric Rader doing it. Eric Rader, you're so fucking filthy. You have never once stepped back and watched your mouth and watched the things you say. And I doubt you've ever gotten therapy. I doubt you have ever gotten therapy. But how disgusting. Never once did I ever do anything to attack you, Eric Rader. Didn't do anything. I actually was very close with you at the beginning. I was listening to your story. I told other people about your story. I said, no, go and ask Eric. Eric has been in this. They thought you were just a random protester. I was there. We went and got oysters. Scott Toxicity got very jealous about that, didn't you? But I was on your team, Eric. Never once have I fucking talked shit about you. And the vile things you said while you're posting up flyers 2 years ago, and the things you have said nonstop. You're fucking disgusting. You are toxic. Aaron, Eric Rader, Scott Hochstetter, you all three are toxic fucks. So if you have Cheryl or Jenna dating you, they are going to be toxic. If they're not already toxic from Scientology behavior, they're going to be worse when they're with you. Whew. Take a moment and cheers. I've been going through stuff out here in the desert, like the old protesting signs, like Marilyn's crocheted penis, the golden Rodney. The first one Marilyn ever crocheted because she was such a mama bear. What happened to you, Marilyn? Look at all this infighting. What happened to the mama bear? What the fuck? What the fuck? And there's still so many beautiful people in this community who fucking agree with me and probably can't even write anything in the chat right now. Because you're afraid. If you're feeling that way right now, you are afraid of Aaron, Scott, or any of these fucking people who are gonna expose you. It's so gross. Do you know how many people would literally be on your side, Aaron Smith-Levin? Promoting the foundation like crazy, making it an amazing thing. Like, you destroyed so many people. Nobody wants to do anything with you. You are fucking annoying, and you are a potential trouble source. And I mean that in the real way. You potentially can be a trouble anywhere we go. You're not fun. You know, he's like, oh, Lara can just pick up the fucking phone and call me. No, because you're going to talk like that on the phone the whole time I'm talking. You're an asshole. Nobody wants to talk with your angry fucking ass. My opinion. Would like to say everything I state in any of my videos on my channel is my opinion and my own. And I'm happy to be able to fucking say it. So, I'm actually going down a bunch of these things. Horrible behavior. You're not a good friend just because you were an ex-Scientologist and then you were best friends with somebody at Flag, or good friends with them, or I've known her forever because I was her boss in CMO, or I was at the ranch with her. No, that just because we knew each other doesn't mean I can't tell you you're being a bad friend now that you're out of Scientology and out of the Sea Org. This is not how you treat your friends, Jenna. Jenna, you can text me, call me anytime. You didn't do that. Why? How are you going to be in a relationship with somebody who literally is breaking up friendships of old Scientology past, who literally won't let you speak to people that he doesn't like? How are you going to be the shining star that you want to be, Jenna? It's so gross. It's so ego. Ego, ego, ego. It sucks. It sucks. I mean, I have so many disagreements with so many things. I don't sit there and fucking, you know, attack and belittle and make little. And honestly, I don't want to be around people who are like, who find any of that kind of behavior okay. I will not have friends like that. And if that means that there are people in Scott's chat that then come to me and like, oh, I love you, Lara. Like, no, that's toxic. There's no way. There's no way you can love me and be okay with a guy like Scott Hutchsetter doing the shit he does online, harassing and fucking just suppressing people. You are literally the worst. You're a toxic suppressive. Anyways, so that's on that guy. The healing part of it for me, it's like I want to be able to have these rough, tough conversations. I don't understand why we're not. Fuck off. Uh, um, and I'm also like, I've written so many for all the people who have ever been to my show or know deeply how much music and art is like my world. If you really know, you know. If you've just heard like, oh yeah, Lara's a singer and this and that, like, no, then you're not going to get what I'm going to say right now. But my music, oh my God, I got immediate emotional. My music for the last 12 years has been singing about things I couldn't and giving love and advice about life experiences that I've gone through that reminded me when I'm going through difficult times to remember these words that I've written for myself and for others. Learning and loving. Number one, learning and loving with you. That's all I'm doing. My intention is to learn and to love. I'm not here to be toxic. As an ex-Scientologist and as Scientologists train people, they train people to be passive and aggressive and to be toxic and to make people feel like they aren't in control of their own life. learning and loving with you. I don't know much about the keys in music. I don't know much about you, the world, but I do know one thing. I'll keep on learning and loving. Okay? Dream love. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to please when you leave this world? That's my question for you, Aaron and Jenna and Serge Del Mar. And I say that because we were all friends once. Whether it was full of Scientology toxicity or whatever, we were all friends. Who are you trying to impress when you leave this world? Who do you want to talk to when you're alone? And who do you want to please? You are who you are. No, thank you, poet. Thank you, guys. That's so sweet. I just saw that. But I'm being for real. Like, we didn't go through all of this torture and life control for so long and being lied to our whole lives to be in a community where we're supposed to be growing and healing and being open and real with each other and talking about our flaws and being honest and transparent. Being in a community that now is literally like suppressing people's speech, making people that came through other parts of ex-Scientology's lives that are talking, making them feel like shit about their journeys, or boyfriends or girlfriends of ex-Scientologists. Like, aren't we here to grow? What is the intention of this? What is the intention of this? I'm not going through all this harassment and hellhole to not release the music, to not say what I want, to not get out what we need to get out. Aaron Smith-Levin, you should have been fucking honoring the fact that the other day, Arthur, who is getting harassed on a daily basis from Scientology security guards that lives on L. Ron Hubbard Way, him and his family, they're trying to kick him out of there. You don't think that he's going to be a little PTSD or scared of the police who are all the time fucking on Scientology's side when they go to the blue buildings? You don't think that they're going to try to get him kicked out or 5150'd? And then instead, you're so annoyed that I spoke about it with Nora on my stream and audit that you just couldn't bring it up. You had to bring it up on your own live stream, as if you cared that much, Aaron. As if you cared. If it wasn't so important, then why did you talk about it? Why did you not ask Arthur himself what he saw? Why don't you literally get in touch with people that will give you the fucking information? Because you are hard-headed and you're stubborn and you were already one-sided. You already didn't want to, give anybody the benefit of the doubt that fucking security guards don't do that on a fucking daily basis. How many times have you been fucking held down, Aaron, by security? Then you don't have anything to say. If it's never, then you don't have anything to fucking say about it. Me and Nora have both been held down multiple times by more than 4 security guards at one time. Me at Clearwater and at the Int Ranch. And Nora multiple times. So why would you even talk shit about that? Why would you talk shit about the person who fucking caught the video that was already scared out of his mind to film it? Instead, you talk shit. You make it shitty. Because you have such a dislike for Nora. Then fix your shit with Nora. You fix it. Don't make it everybody else's fucking issue. Such a fucking... And the thing is, you can fix it, Aaron. You can. You can fix it. You can be a nicer person. You can let things go. Instead, you thrive. You rally it up, just like Toxic does. It's so fucking depleting. I want to support you. I want this community to really be like, this is amazing. We're all really aligned and we're all transparent and we're all helping each other. You make that so difficult. It does seem like that, Allison. It seems like he would rather just criticize what others do. Why not be a part of it? Why not make it better? Why not invite so many people out to Clearwater from LA and vice versa? Why not be like, I would love it if Audit LA and Lara came to Clearwater and was here with me doing the fucking city meetings? Why can't we do that? Why do you have to hold a grudge? Why do you have to get people warped up into your world? And I don't like being mad and angry like this. I like being fun. I like being funny. I like making things joyful, but not fake. And not when you're like, oh, I'm only going to say hi to this person and not that person, when everybody's coming to protest Scientology. So gross. People see your behavior. You're not hiding it from anybody. And Jenna, you should probably listen to people who've had more experience in shitty situations like myself than you have. I have more experience in shitty fucking situations in this outside world than you have, Jenna. And I've been alone doing it. So there's not a need to not be yourself just because you're with Aaron. And back to the famous thing. I have been literally, I've opened up for, I've met, I've worked with, I've been in studios, I've done backup singings, I've done full songs, I've done albums with famous fucking people. I have seen ego in some of them. I have seen when they thought they were all that. I have seen it. I have seen why I don't like this idea of fame. Why success, or why when you're famous you've made it. It's the biggest fucking lie. Yet here I see you, Jenna, like making this whole anti-Scientology thing all about like online presence and PR, and this is how no, you're not like that, Jenna. You're not a sweet fucking girl. You're not a sweet, nice person. You are sometimes, but a lot of the times you're very nasty. You are very backstabby. You're probably nice to your kids. You're probably very loving to the people that you love in the moment. But how gross. Be a better friend. Learn how to be a better friend. And not even to me. I've literally seen you, how you've treated other people that you were friends with, Jenna. There's a lot of like, I don't know if it's, I was in a band and then I've had my whole music adventure, and not even my whole, I've gotten a real good look, a good view at how the music industry and Hollywood and the corruption and all this fucking shit. Rib guy, I'm about to bring your ass up too. Anyway, so I've just seen all this fame. I've seen people fucking sucking so and so's dick so he can get this job, and she's doing this and like all kinds of shit just to be around somebody to see if maybe they can get to a certain level, or maybe they'll get that song, or maybe they'll meet the producer who. It's so filthy. It's so filthy. We don't need to have that in this community. This can actually be a community, which it has been, to heal and to like really show people what real yucky, uncomfortable trauma is. Let's make this the community, and this is part of it. I'm allowed to be loud and out here. I'm allowed to fucking speak my words. It's not okay that there's so much corruption and shit in this community. or corruption, and also dismantling of people who are trying to work hard, or people who were trying to be loving and be there for support no matter what that was. It's not okay. Fuck fame, okay? What happens when we leave this world? What happens what happens if something happened in a week from now and life was done? I would definitely feel good that I did this live stream and got it all out and let people know in the community that there are amazing people, and that there are amazing people that supported these amazing people for so long, and then they were just turned on because they were in Scott's stream, or they were this, or they were that. It's just like so stupid. I feel like this community would definitely be the community that would break that fake reality show, that fake the boys, that fake PR. Like, who are we PRing? You're PRing God? Like, you need a PR God? Who are you trying to look good for? Who are you trying to not let the world know that, oh, don't put that out. Oh, if you put that out, you're dead to me. Oh, if you say this, you're dead to me. What? And Rib Guy. What the fuck? What the fuck? How do you think you're going to be friends with everybody and then go into Aaron's chat and say, oh, the reason I didn't watch the live stream is because I thought it was just Lara and then there was a panel? You're doing the same shit. That's the same shit, Rib Guy. That's the same shit. Letting Aaron know that you didn't watch my live stream because you thought it was just going to be me, but then it was a panel with Nora and Audit. So do you not support Audit? Do you not support me? Because of Nora? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That shit is bullshit. You've been through too much, Rib Guy, for that to be okay. You've helped too many people for that to be okay. You've gone through your own internal Scientology BS for somebody to tell you that, or make you feel that you can't watch a live stream because Nora was on it. That's fucking bullshit. Immature. I don't want to be around that. And I feel bad for you, Rib Guy, because you have helped so many people. And you've been through so much fucking slander and shit. But Aaron's the same, at least right now, he's the same person. He's that same guy. He's going to do the same thing. I can't even say he's going to do the same thing. He could do something different. He could be a nicer person. He could be gentler with people. He could have patience. What are you in a rush for, Aaron? Why are you so mad at LA protesters that you can't mention any of the good work they do on a daily basis? What did Audit LA do to you? How come you literally, you said hi to, I said hi to Audit LA. Okay. Why don't you learn something from her instead of thinking you were the celebrity that she was going to see when you guys went out to protest? No, she was going to see other people. And she wanted to support you. But you are an asshole. And you think that your way is going to be the way or the highway. It's not. It's going to be a little bit your way, and it's going to be a little bit of everybody else's way too, or they're not going to fucking deal with you anymore. Ugh. Tell me if I'm wrong. Anybody can write in the chat right now. Is there something I'm missing that we should talk about? Is there something that you feel I'm not talking about? I'll talk about it. Like, that's how much I'm like, that's it. Nobody's above everybody. I don't give a fuck if you have a fake 250,000 followers or that's like, to me, some of that shit is disgusting because you work so hard. So much of your life and attention is on followers, how much subscribers you're losing, how many likes you got, how many people are watching the live when you're live. Gross. All of that is gross. Get off of it. Gross. Ow! Exactly. Tiggy agrees. It's gross. And you can, you know what? I'm saying this, and Jenna and Aaron, you can take this as whatever. Or you can be like, you know what? Lara's actually right. We need to heal this community. We are stubborn bitches when we don't like somebody. We do give somebody the cold shoulder if we don't think they're cool enough. Hi, Summer Savage. I'm so glad you're still a moderator. I think Summer's been my longest moderator. 100%. Oh, shit. Sorry, Kathy. 100%. People should be able to put their egos and differences aside when it comes to the cause. Let me give you an example. I have a huge issue with the Aftermath Foundation because they renamed, there's two things. I had an issue that they have literally members who are all execs from the cult, which is very not settling for somebody born and raised as a cadet their whole lives in this cult, and knowing that these were your executives. Not settling for people who are still dealing with family members stuck in it. So that's not settling. But I also hate the fact that Michael J. Rinder, it's the Michael J. Rinder Aftermath Foundation. I think that is just completely insane to me. And other people have different views and all that. To me, I just think that is so unthoughtful. Like, I don't think they thought very much about how that would reflect on people that Mike Rinder has covered up so many horrible crimes on, and that he was the head of a lot of these abuses. So I have that issue, but I also go get therapy at least once or twice a week from the Aftermath Foundation. And it's helped me. It's also helped me see how other Scientologists or ex-Scientologists are trying to get out of their thinking. I'm just giving you that small example. I don't sit here and go attack the Aftermath Foundation. In fact, I just say the Aftermath Foundation to make myself feel better. And that's allowed. I can go and protest and say the SPTV Foundation, the Aftermath Foundation. I can still promote people to go get help and to get good help, like Jaeger, from what it looked like on that live stream, which again, Aaron, I was commenting and literally put a donation and said, I'm so happy the SPTV Foundation is helping Jaeger. This is so amazing. And this has triggered me so much watching this. Pulls up all these dumb comments, but won't pull up a comment of somebody born and raised dealt with the same fucking shit. But we'll do a whole lot. And I know you saw it, Aaron. I know you see my comments. You're choosing to not let it be healed. You're choosing to not show us up on the screen. You're choosing to not mention names of people who are doing the work, but they're friends or they associate with people who you despise, that you created the despise. You created that argument. This goes so far as I like the whole SPTV so much. I did merch. I did, I was so down for SPTV to be as big as MTV, but for being the realest, rawest, channels that would really speak about all these cult behaviors. And part of that is possibly going through on live streams traumatic shit, going through uncomfortable conversations. Kind of even at the beginning where I did that stream with Mike Brown, I didn't realize I was so triggered and in this mindset that was like, Mike, you have no idea. Like, and for me to be able to break that down to see like, dang, I really am putting a lot of my hate and anger toward Mike because that was the image I had as a child. He was the enforcer. Mike didn't go out and do a live stream against me and was like, oh, she's got it all wrong. And who would do this? And blah, blah. Like, we healed it. We're still healing it. Like, why doesn't Aaron do that? Aaron, can we please see that? Can you please own up? I'm sure Jenna agrees with me to some degree. Probably not right now because you're like, fuck you, bitch. I don't have whatever. Whatever you're thinking, guess what, Jenna? Wham! Get over it. Have a conversation. Talk about real shit. How about doing a live stream that's not pre-recorded for once, or a reel that's not pre-recorded, or using Miscavige to get clout? Talk about your incriminating shit when you were being fucking insanely sec checked on the 3rd floor of the WB. Talk about the crimes that you were forced to make people do or that you knew about. Talk about things you would do to get your way. Why don't we talk about that, Jenna? Let's talk about the things you would do to get your way, or what you would do so that you knew what would happen. It's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. Don't be fake. I will not allow in this community for people to be fake. Call me the ethics officer, the fake ethics officer. I will call your shit out so fast, especially if you think you're going to have some authority or some opinion leader status where you're going to be the head of a foundation or whatever it is. Then fucking do your own healing. Stop just on everybody. That's so easy to do. It is so easy to call other people's flaws out. But when you start checking into your own, you actually start healing. Yeah. See, there was so much interruption with that. Danny and Leah. And then you have like Sandra. We had Sandra and Leah and Ashley were all buddies at one point or whatever. And that's all fucked up. Thank you. That was Scott DOA and his fucking psychosis or whatever he was going through during the encampment. The amount of shit. Oh my God. He's like, you need to talk to Pearl. Remember that, Pearl? He's like, you need to talk to Pearl. Because, he was literally like, anyway, so toxic. That man, toxic. You've got so much healing to do. I'm sorry. I thought you were a good guy. I thought there was some hope for you, but everything that you heal, you just use later. You get close to somebody and then you'll use it against them later, or you'll pretend you healed and then an hour you'll barf all on a live stream about how right you are. But that you hope that they heal and you wish the best. And you don't want to be toxic and you're not going to get in the mud. You are so full of shit. You are so full of shit, Scott. You are so full of shit. And so speaking of you, Scott, you are the one who created this beginning fucking attack with Aaron and him. Just you two. Well, what has the SPTV Foundation done? I'm just asking questions. What if they did nothing? What was your intention? You're such a toxic, small, you know what, that you literally have an empty hole in your goddamn heart, in your spirit, that doesn't allow you to be a better man. You just get more and more toxic, more and more angry, and it shows on your face. It literally shows on your face. You jump off of a live stream when Mina, just because Mina goes up. Why don't we talk about that, Scott? Why don't we talk about the last login where it shows on my Google the time and date that you, Scott, were in my account? And then Mina comes up to confront you on what you told her with your own egotistical fucking big loud ass mouth, laughing, and you run off stream on Nora's stream. How are you going to help anybody in this community if you can't even confront yourself? Look at yourself. And you're not in this community anymore. I don't know. Tell me one ex-Scientologist that fucking respects you or wants your help. Tell me one. And if it's Louis Repetto, why don't you talk about your crimes? Why don't you talk about the shit you did have people do sexually to you in the Sea Org? Huh? Since Scott here, your new best friend, is trying to back you up so much about all the good, then come out and speak. Why do you need somebody else to speak for you? Why do you need Scott to speak for you, Louis Repetto? Why don't you speak up? Get up and speak about all your shitty shit and the shit that's not true. The lies. That would make things easier instead of sending them through toxicity and thinking that there's going to be some good outcome from that. Horrible. Disgusting. Scott, you have no reason to be around ex-Scientologists, rape allegations whatsoever. You have no reason to be around or giving advice for children that were born and raised in Scientology. You have no reason to be helping anybody in the ex-Scientology community whatsoever. You don't have the authority. You don't have the skills. You don't even have the heart because you're a fucking toxic animal. You literally only live your excitement, and your little teeny weeny boner gets excited when you fucking are toxic, when you're ha 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 laughing. I've seen it. I literally have seen it. So when Mina says that, even for a second, when I see that she jumps on to call your ass out and you jump off, how is your scared ass gonna fucking help anybody in the ex-Scientology community with that weak communication skill? You can't even stay on a conversation with somebody to call you out on your disgusting toxic behavior. And look at, now you find Scott and Aaron in their little war of suing and this and that. Like, you did this to yourselves. You did this to yourselves. Yeah, I meant sticker chick. And I don't have, look, sticker chick for you as well. I'm not going to go, if you knew that while Scott was doing that and didn't tell, like, to me, you also have toxicity issues. You're calling me a grifter, sticker chick. You fucking have no idea of my life. Like, you have no idea. And I didn't think you would fall for that. I didn't think you would have to fall to criticize me because, you know, you were going after Scott or I didn't answer you in time or something. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't understand how people want to get away from toxicity, but they sit there playing in the chats with these disgusting toxic people and not calling them out and not saying, hey, you know, Lara didn't do that. Lara didn't say that. Lara is not a grifter. What the fuck is your problem? That's literally something Scotch chat would say. Grifter, shut up. I literally didn't even know what a grifter was until I was protesting with Toxic. And one of his toxic little fucking followers was like, oh, la la la, oh, she's not a grifter or something. And I was like, what's a grifter? Toxic. You guys are toxic. I feel like the community is the community. People are being helped. People are being loved. People are talking and healing shit between each other. And if Aaron Smith Levin doesn't want to do that, then Aaron Smith Levin, you're going to be on your own in your own little, MTV, SPTV world. Foundation world. Like, do the math. You should do the math. The amount of people who have left the board, your board that you created because you couldn't uphold the Aftermath Foundation board, couldn't stay on that one, so you had to create your own. Half of your members, all of them are gone. Why isn't Natalie speaking up? How come nobody is speaking up about SPTV news or things going on? And you, Aaron, like to go on a live stream and talk about a video of a protester who is catching anything and criticize them. and doubt what I believed happened. I doubt what you thought. How about that? I don't think what you thought it was. You're a complete idiot for not knowing that that was somebody being fucking held under their will without their consent, injured, or trying to get away and literally was tackled. You don't know. That's your opinion, my opinion. Why do you have to go on a live stream just to talk about it if it's not that important or you don't think that's what it was? Like, it's so gross. You're gross. There's so many times he's done this. And you know what? We don't give a fuck anymore. We don't care. The community is done with it. We're done with these sneaky bullshit things. I'm going to put some more beer in me. We're done with it. We're done. Nobody's going to be afraid to not speak up about this stuff anymore. Natalie is another major problem. It's like these two-faced, it's like Scientology does this PR thing. That's why I made a joke, like, who are you PRing? God? God don't give a fuck about your PR or your brand or how people view you. God knows. The universe knows. Like, at a certain point, it's like, who are you trying to impress? Who are you trying to impress? Literally. Start impressing yourself. I love it when you let it all out. Community is actually loving. Exactly. The community is very loving. And I think it's PTSD because we're all healing, and it's so toxic when there's infighting and people in the chat are all in there. We're all in there and we're all trying to like be good at this and heal and learn. And there's specific people trying to literally say, these people can't talk to these people. And if you're on this person's thing, you know, whatever. And I'm going to talk all about it behind a paywall. Fucking gross. Fucking gross. Jenna, Aaron, fucking gross. Gross. Did I say it again? Gross. Barf. You guys are all fucking, that shit is so toxic. That is not loving. You are not going to increase the love and the beauty of this community by being that way. You are not better than anybody. You don't have more knowledge, more data. You're not better than anybody in this community. And once you get that through your fucking stubborn ego head, both of you, and talk about it, probably, I'm not even talk about your relationship, but talk about your toxicity. Tagging. The kitties are playing and she just ran up my leg. Talk about the shit you do that is toxic. Talk about the shit, your normal behavior, Aaron. Your normal behavior when you disagree with people. Even Doctor Who, Heather, and Summer Savage. I forget what their channel was at the time. I think they changed their name. But I remember I hadn't even known them that well. And I was just so proud, like, that they were able to, like, mod and be good, like, easy for me. And they would let me, you know, talk my shit and let people kind of talk shit in the chat if they disagreed with me. Like, they knew kind of just my vibe. They would do different things on their channel, and then to hear Aaron talking shit about them and about T, who are all the way in Australia, and about, you know, people who literally aren't even in the community anymore. They're not in the community anymore because of Scott Hochstetter, DOA, fucking toxic king, and because of Aaron Smith-Levin. Because you refuse to heal. You refuse to communicate and be like, hey, I think it's horrible when you do this. And then the other person says, I think you're disgusting when you do this. And you talk it through, and then you try not to do that. You ask yourself why you are doing that, why you are acting that way. What is it? Do you feel good? That's fucked up. If something's making you feel good when you're being toxic, you have to adjust that in your fucking heart. You have to adjust that in your spirit, in your actions. You feel better when you work on that, when you become a better person, when you heal with people that you were upset with. Why are you not doing that? Why do you literally do the opposite and fight and attack and go against anything that anybody has to say to kind of give you a hint on how to be a better person and not to be acting in old Scientology habitual ways, thinking that it's normal? Grateful mess. That's right. Under the grateful mess. Anyway, so I mean, there's other things. There's there's other things I wanted to talk about, but I feel like even just being able to say all this was good. Um, I'm gonna be part of all this is like, like the TV, the SPTV, Lara FM shirts and the goldenrod stuff. Like, I mean, I'm all about goldenrod because I'm a proud SP, so my goldenrod colors aren't going away. But I do feel like I want to, I don't know. I've been like, do I keep using the SPTV, thing? Do I guess it's not a choice for me to make now. I guess I will just wait. I'll just not wait. I'll be doing a lot of amazing healing things and art and music. And as I make stuff, I'll see if that's a hashtag or, a thing that I want to be using. I've always thought that we were all SPTV before Aaron even came up with the foundation, period. So, SPTV to me is just any TV that's talking about Scientology's crimes or people's stories in Scientology. And so I don't know. I feel weird about certain things, but I was just like, there's even Marilyn's crocheted fucking penis. There's this whole, I have bins of amazing things and shitty things that make me not feel good because the community has just done so much bullshit. There's just so much bullshit. And then there's so much love. There are so many people that are not wanting to be in the bullshit that they're holding back. They're just staying back and kind of letting, people figure their crap out. It's so not okay. It's so destroying. It's like the universe is giving us all these great people and full of so much love and like random little notes and letters and birthday cards and messages that we never got. And for anybody to think that they can just take over a community and say, no, you don't get that anymore. And nobody even be nice to this person. And you know what? They did this, so they're dead to me. How about fixing it? How about seeing if they want to change it? How about telling them that hurt you before you just destroy them, and do it without yelling and screaming in their face as your normal way of conversating or handling an upset? Ow. Oh my God, Tiki. And why don't you just get real love from little beautiful creatures that need help and need a home and need, it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna go into chat now and hang out and see what you guys are up to. But I'm down to answer any questions. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is there something I'm missing? Do I need to add? Do I need to talk about stuff? Yeah, the kitties. So the kitties and Foxy and my cats, I call them the kitties because my two cats, Baby and Bubs, are the older, the 7-year-olds, the ladies. And yes, Kelly. I remember when everyone had the SPTV. Exactly. Look at me. I don't even have it on there anymore. Look at this top right screen. This is how it used to be. Whoops, not like that. Not like that. That was funny. I just put it right in the middle. But I used to have that logo up right there. SPTV. And then when I was like, well, I want it to also be about me and my music, and I want it to maybe not just be about Scientology stuff, even though my whole life is from that. So it feels like then I started using this one. Still had the SPTV in there, and I made this fun shirts based off of this and all of that. And so it just feels like, Aaron, if you're not gonna heal this, and you're not gonna be like, all right, let's work on this as a community. Let's all fucking work on this. And you need to start it by dealing with the people who you aren't dealing with, like the people that you keep criticizing. Maybe start by cleaning up your shit with Nora, cleaning up your shit with the Aftermath Foundation, cleaning up your shit with, Chris Shelton, or all these people that you despise. Why is that so hard, Aaron? If you can't clean it up with them, don't expect people to be doing great things under your fucking guidance. It's not. I won't be there, that's for sure. Yes, thank you, Super Pup. We have to put the actual link there. Lara, please talk to Mina and work through this with her. Rocks in a box. Sticker check. All right. Well, we will. We can figure that out. I don't know. To me also, I didn't know sticker check until Toxicity Scott came into the picture. So, SBTVL could be for love. That's great, Ozzy. Thank you, Reese. I love supporting powerful. Same with me. It's so inspiring. It's like there should be no reason for people to feel like they can't speak and talk and say how they feel, even if it's wrong. Then we learn. We don't learn without making mistakes. We don't learn without going through life. And you're going to sit there in your little high chair and point at people doing this and make videos and all this shit. It's so fucking toxic. What kind of love is that? Well, Scott, this is very true. The good Scott. Yes, toxic attacking family members and showing body cam footage to hurt people. Yep. Yeah. So, okay, you know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna put the link in here. I'm gonna send it in for Audit, Nora, Reese, anybody for sure. If you're an ex Scientologist or in this community that we're talking about, and you want to come up and say a word or two, fucking be my guest. Completely open. Again, this is about healing and being transparent and being strong and uplifting others to do that and allowing people to change. All right, so I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. That is, I swear, this is, if you're a troll, test me. You test me, you test me. So yeah, I put it there. I don't know if people. Let's see. I'll put it there and then I can see. Audit, will you come up and let me know? Oh, hey, excuse me, my little black beauty. These little kitties keep crawling on me and they don't understand. Oh, good. Audit's here. Okay, good. Hi, hon. Hi, Audit.
Hi. I'm staying off camera thoh.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no problem.
photogenic right now. Okay, so
I love you.
I love you and I love all you guys. I always love these healing. Let's get it out. You're a great leader in that. Like that's where you lead. You are. I say we dub you the ethics officer of the community, and the one thing that's really bothering me. Well, I hope you and Mina can talk it out, because one thing I do have to give it. I am grateful to Mina for is that she has stood up for me a couple times. With toxic saying crap and toxic's going after her dad, going after Lindsay, going after Reese and everything. And it's just like going after family members and like you're on some self-righteous crusade is so disturbing to me. And it's like that most people like would be like, okay, you want to come after me, it's one thing. But now people have to be feared that you're going to go after their family members, which nobody has control over. It's just to psychologically torture people and to terrorize people. And, I mean, like, I could just see Moxon and all of David Miscavige applauding him, saying, "You go, you're amazing," toxic, because he's doing, he gets mad. You say he's Osa. I don't think he's a Scientologist, but is he not doing what OSA and what Scientology would love him to do? Terrorize people. And it's so disgusting. And
I think he knows that. Like, I'm not like, he knows too much about Scientology and what OSA does, like, literally. And I think that he likes it. He knows, he thinks that it works. So he's going to do, that's why he's always like, oh, just like Scientology does, attack, attack, attack. That's what he's doing.
yes, but now
He's
it's not just
literally,
attacking the people who are
oh, sorry.
protesting. He's now going after family members.
That's what I'm saying. This man, I can't even call him that, as we know.
No.
This person, this toxic human being, literally goes out of his way when he is upset or when somebody has made him mad. He will get he will get toxic as fuck. It's
And I can't stand by
insane. It's
anybody who's still with
not
him.
well, I don't know, you know.
Anyone that still stands
I
by
think
him.
people
Like Matt.
there is, like, who?
Like Matt, whatever. Just I wish Matt would stand. Does Matt really support him, or is he just afraid of being targeted by him?
MDV.
Like
I don't
yeah,
know.
MD Media,
MD
whatever,
Media has
or
the same thing.
Kirby's, or any of them, or what's her name? I'm not gonna be mean. Like they talk about her.
If you no, I know what you mean. If you're in Scotch chat and you feel like, oh, hey DOA, hey, I'm here to support you. Why?
Exactly.
Why? MD Media, like, Scott hasn't possibly or through people that you may have done certain things with that you didn't want on the internet because you hooked up with so and so? Is that why? Is that what's holding you together with Scott? That you really think he's a fucking good friend? Please, MD Media, you literally have done like you've done so much to help people of Scientology, and
He
yet
used to be the nicest guy.
right away you just go right. That's right on it. You didn't even think that MD Media was like a bad guy.
Mm-mm.
There was
Not so
nothing bad.
recent.
No, not until recent. And that is Scott. That is Scott literally holding people in Scott's chat, also knowing about people's perhaps misfalls or things that they didn't want to do. Or I hooked up with this person when I was drunk and I shouldn't have. He uses that against and holds it and will be like, oh, well, I'm going to tell so and so. Or even just the idea that he has the authority to drop it randomly in his chat to make
Yep.
people fucking feel like they're scared of him. They're afraid of what they might say that's personal.
Well,
That's
come
so
out and say
gross.
it, because otherwise, nobody who follows him or has any kind of support for him should be taken seriously anymore, like, or followed or supported or anything. Because I'm sorry, like, I always liked it. Like, to me, he was like so nice in the beginning. And then I felt like for the longest time that he was just, and I'm sorry about bringing it up. This is about healing. This is my own thing I've been dealing with, because he's been coming after me a couple times, and I'm like, that sounds like Scott. Like, you were never that guy. And now he's getting nasty, like, in his, like, sounding like Scott at, like, protests. He was always the sweet guy. Why now are you acting, like, really nasty with the cops or whatever? And that's Scott. And it's like, be yourself. Is it afraid that, like, come to us? Like, we're a bigger group. We will welcome you. But supporting Scott makes me like, I want nothing to do with you. And Kirby's mom choosing Scott over, the rest of the community. Like, how could you be okay with this man, getting body cam footage, and showing it just to hurt somebody, or going and getting the, records or whatever of people's family members that, whatever, and just to hurt people. Like, it's disgusting that now it's not only you, now they're digging up all the dirt on your family. That is so OSA. I don't care. He could go
Yeah.
sue me for saying that is something that is a OSA move. I don't care. Doesn't mean, I shouldn't even have to say, oh, I know you're not in Scientology. I don't care. You're doing their dirty work, whether you're doing it for them or just for yourself, for your own sick entertainment. Like, stop it. You know, and like how the courts are tolerating this, how the judge is tolerating it, why are the prosecutors tolerating it? Like, that's what I don't get. That they don't see how he's acting. I mean, this should
And
all
that's
be
my whole
something that would
point.
put
Like,
him.
you wonder, like, I
Hey,
am
Mina.
a transparent, open person. Hi, Mina. I will unfollow certain people if I see them in the chat. They know that. They know that if I have a quote unquote friend or somebody that supports me and you're in Scotch chat, I'm done with you. Period. I'm fucking done with you. And I mean that because you cannot heal toxicity. You cannot
Exactly.
heal when somebody literally has a fucking boner when he's fucking bullying and attacking people and laughing like a psycho.
Well,
Okay,
does he
so
get?
Mina, I want to bring you
Yeah.
in on that note
Let me get
because
off so you guys can talk. Let me get
okay,
off.
You're
Can you
okay.
bump
fine.
me
Thank you,
off?
Audit.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks,
Yes,
guys.
Audit. Love you so much.
Love you
And
too.
fucking thank you for everything. And we're so badass and we're to keep doing it. And the world supports you against this fucking anti-Scientology shit. And so do I. And I'm there with you. And I really appreciate that you're
I
fucking
love you
there with me.
too, and I'm glad you guys are going to talk. Okay, bump me out.
Okay.
hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Hey, hey, Lara.
Hi.
I just want to say thank you for having me up, and the reason, I mean, I'm just up here because I'm not sure if I don't recall calling you a grifter. And that's just like the point I want to clear up.
I do think it was when I don't think I know. It was when I call him Zit Face. It was when ZDT was in the chat and something in there and something happened with that. And I heard you say that and I was just like, what the fuck? Why
I
can't I
apologize.
just not be something that has to do with that? Why can't I just be me? I didn't have to,
Yeah.
I already went through so much of the hate and the purposeful shit that even Scott had people do against me, even after we were not even hating each other, but when we were just not together because he's so fucking passive aggressive. And then to be called a grifter, I just was like, wait a minute. Like, I don't know. I'm telling you, it dropped my respect for you because I was like, wait a minute. There must have been something where I didn't, must have been a reason I didn't meet Mina in person. Like maybe I wasn't supposed to meet her through Scott. Like, maybe, and I also thought this would be so cool if Sticker Chick was able to like bring down Scientology in like this feminine kind of DC way. And I just thought that would be so cool. And I just thought it was cool. And then I thought it was obviously everything that happened with like you being friend and remember I was there plenty of times when you and Scott were talking on the phone and he would be like on speaker and whatever. So I thought your thinking and everything was legit. And I thought like, cool, like she's strong chick. She could put up with the bullying and she can do the trash talking herself. Like I never had an issue. And I think the grifter thing, even though that's just a small comment, when you have people like nasty fuck Zit Face in your chat and his commenters, they hold on to that and they use that as fuel to keep going. And for somebody, like I said, who's already dealing with so much harassment just from Scientology, and then on top of that, whatever Scott and his little cliquey crew of Sandras and Cheese and their little behind the desk little fucking weird hoes doing their shit, like, it's just it made me feel like, well, then why would I ever need to speak to Mina ever again?
For sure. No,
and it sounds stupid, but it is.
I don't consider you. I mean, I might have said it. Okay, and if you said I said it, I said it. So I definitely saw it.
I definitely saw it come out of your mouth. And
I
was like, why?
I have no doubt.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why, and I can't explain it. So I just say I'm very sorry. I do not.
Can I just say I think it's literally because you were in a chat with ZDT, and they will push that and push it and push it, and
that's possible.
And whatever. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, generally, I've been able to think for myself, so I just don't want to characterize it as that because I try to, hold myself to my own standard, I guess, like, which is like to try to tell the truth. And I apologize. So, I mean, that's all I can say about that. And I don't know if you said something or somebody said something in the chat. I can't recall. It was like something about the video stuff and how I should have spoken up earlier, I guess. I don't know if that's what you.
Yeah, it was me. I
Yeah.
was basically like, if I heard that about anybody, I would
Yeah.
have, even if Scott was my friend, I would have been like, dude.
Yeah. Well, I
Like
definitely
that was
said
your
it.
girlfriend. Like, dude.
Yeah, no, I thought it was psychotic.
She's probably done anything nice that any woman has ever done for him in his life. I did.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
what a piece of shit.
And so when Scott told me, so I apologize for the grifter comment. I apologize profusely. You know, I don't know why
I'm
I would
not
have
a
said
grifter.
that.
I just want you
I
to
know
know
you're
I'm
not.
Okay, I work
know.
really
I
hard.
think you
I physically love
legitimately.
working. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm
I
not a
consider
grifter.
Scott a grifter.
He's
right?
100% a fucking grifter.
Yeah, because like he's not there. He has no connection except for you, which I feel like he uses as an excuse at this point.
Yep.
Oh, her story. Oh, you know, I just loved her, and even though she's still, you know, she's not in my life, I still her story of her walking across the desert. And by the way, I don't know your story. Okay, I tried to keep as far away from all of this as possible because I understand that Scientology is really abusive and I have my own problems, you know? So I was just like, I focus on a very specific set of issues and that's it, right? And that's how I met DOA. It wasn't through Scientology, it wasn't through anything but a very narrow set of local issues in DC, right? And I gave him a lot of cover in DC because I feel like he would have gotten his ass kicked a lot because he films people and
Which I totally, and
Yeah.
I honestly, even when I was with him, I hate saying that, and when we were not together, I still respected you for allowing somebody as loud and annoying as Scott without putting his toxic and ego stuff with that. I feel like it was still cool that you're able to talk and hear all kinds of loud, weird protester stories if it's for the right fucking message. And you also would call people out that were not on your vibe and not doing that. And I feel like that's important. That's what I do for Scientology stuff. So like, never, and I'm not even that pissed. I don't stay mad. And calling somebody a grifter is not the point. It's not that I think it's just, honestly, it made me go, dang, like, is this Mina, Sticker Chick, and Scott, are all these people just toxic assholes? Like, they wait until they're like really close and then all of a sudden they're going to attack everybody. Because I know there's also shit with Kenny and Boss Talks and all this. And I was just like, why isn't this cleaning up? And the only thing I can think of is Scott is literally doing this. Like, Scott, this is what, whether he means to do it or not, the outcome is always toxicity through other people.
I think he means to do it.
And I do think he means to do it. I'm just saying, I don't know if he's literally permanently damaged because he's so fucking unfixable that he doesn't even realize he's damaged. Like, that's how like normal he thinks it is. Not that I know he doesn't do it because he makes him feel better. He's literally toxic as fuck.
Well, I think that some of that stuff
Let me turn on the light, but I'm listening.
Yeah, I think some of that stuff is mental health stuff, you know, and when people are in times of stress, they that can kick in their worst impulses, and I had a lot of empathy for that, I guess. Hey, from this I know. So anyway, I think if people in times of stress, right, that can kick in whatever's going on further with them and intensify that reaction. And I've known of DOA because he was in Washington, D.C. as part of that convoy, and then he left it. I did not want him around anywhere. And eventually he kept showing up, and, you know, all my friends were like, gross, fascist, gross, you know, like, no, he's not to be trusted, et cetera, et cetera. But I took it upon myself because I knew he was beneficial, right, at this level. And I believe everyone can change, right? everyone. I've been sober for 15 years, right? And I've totally changed in my mind. I've totally changed my life. I've not a, I went to prison. Did all these things, right? So I believe everyone can change. And DOA, I think, said the right things, or maybe he was actually changing, right? And maybe it was the stress of coming to LA and trying to establish himself here, establish a place for himself, having, a new girlfriend, a new relationship, I should say, and like doing all these things that kind of, I've seen his mood, right, get very elevated. And I don't want to, I think DOA is like looking for a reason to put a defamation suit on me. I really do. And I think he's doing it to a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just want to make
motive.
sure. Yeah. So I'm bipolar too. So what I saw mimicked in the very least that, right? That my hypomania looked like that. And so I had a lot of empathy for that as well. And and I believe people can change. And, my beliefs never didn't align with his, but he seemed to be saying the right things. And now I think he was just saying them because I don't think he really has a lot of beliefs going on. So, but again, he saw a way to smooth his way here and get in a different crowd into his live streams. Like, I wasn't a live streamer at that time, but I was an activist in DC that, showed up on a lot of stuff. So I think that for him, it was easy also to make me look like a better friend than I was, like closer, with more, even, and I'm going to say it, with more clout than I actually have. I put that, so he touted me as the chairman of Antifa, right? Like, right. Dude, it was a fucking joke, dude. It was a joke on my Twitter account.
And that's what I mean. he took that shit and made it serious. He did it so that he talked you up, and then it actually made him look good.
Yeah, well, and I talked
these people are annoyed of Scott and how he protests and his behavior. Mm-hmm. But look, I got the chairman of Antifa who's going to support me at the Women's March. Yeah, so egotistical.
Well, I do have to say there was like a lot of things that I didn't agree with, and I, trying to go to like a march for Palestinian liberation and making it about Scientology, right? Like, I'm sorry, that's it to me. Like, let those people have their protest. Don't bring your outside shit to it. Not that there's anything wrong with protesting Scientology, but I think like those are two separate issues, and I didn't like that he was trying to make it about that. But regardless, but I just want to fast forward. So DOA called me the day after, I think he called me, because I did text with him. So like, there's no lie. And I think that he's good at making people feel as if they are important. They are part of, right? And I was never friends with Sandra, very peripherally. There's something, that I can't, it's not that I couldn't put my finger on it. She's just like kind of repulsive to me. So like, I just couldn't, there was nothing for me to collaborate with her or talk to her. I just talked to DOA, and I have another friend that is friends with him that lives close to me. So, and that's it. Right. But he called me that day and he said, yeah, I did this, like doing that laughing thing, doing that. Oh, what my reaction was just like, I was like, you should make sure, and this is me, right? Like, you
can say, if you told him, make sure, she doesn't.
Yeah, like, you better fucking.
That's what you do when you're protecting somebody, when
absolutely.
You think they're a good person.
I was just like, I didn't think this was a good move, right? Like, I was like, you need to make sure that you're completely logged out, right? And that was my reaction. I, unfortunately, DOA is not the center of my life. Neither is YouTube, right? And who was like to me, I'm going to make a bunch of excuses, and, I don't I'm not trying to go in and start a whole fucking thing and deal with him. Like, it's just not my first thought, right? Like, I have kids, I have a house, I have dogs, you know, like, it's just something that I'll push aside because I didn't know you like that, you know? And it's not
Mhm.
that I had hatred towards
And
you.
I love the vulnerability. I want people to be like, well, I did that because I was friends with them and not you, and I wanted them
Yeah,
to be safe about it. Like, that's common sense. Like, and this is how like toxic shit starts in communities, when little things like this aren't said, and we don't say, hey, you know what, I did this because I was friends
yeah.
with him and not you, and I thought you
And
were a
that
bitch or
sucks.
whatever. And it does suck later when you're like, ah, shit, that was shitty, you
Yeah.
know? And it's good that we can say it. People don't do that. People don't even fucking admit that was shitty what I did. And
It
so I
was
appreciate that.
shitty. It was shitty. And to me, it was like, you know, DOA likes you to feel like you're in on the joke, right? And that's on me, right? That you are in the back helping him control his show, right?
God, I
And
just can't believe how much, how much help you and these lawyers have given him, like, over the years. It's just so much paperwork, help, everything. He's so
yeah,
ungrateful fuck.
yeah, I put my, like, I know a bunch of attorneys in California because of my family. And I never, ever, I wish I fucking had not. I have never involved my family in any of this, but I asked, like, even just this little thing, I asked for a recommendation for attorney, which is how he got Dan. And I regret it like so much. I regret helping him raise money. You know what I mean? Like, everything I've done, obviously in retro, you know, looking back at it at this point, like, I regret it. But at that time, I was really, you know, seeing the injustice, because there is injustice there, right? Like, I'm not gonna like lie about that. I do think that some of those charges are way overblown. Whatever, okay, or they are a, you know, a result of kind of, I don't know if there's collusion. I have no fucking idea. Like, what I saw was that there,
I think
especially,
that is part of the point, is that we come in being like, I don't care. I know this thing I'm helping him with is the right thing, even if he's
yeah,
being a piece of shit. I think that's where a lot
yeah,
of people, even in his protesting, he wasn't like a, as Aaron Smith Levin likes to say, horrible protester. Like, no, he was a loud, annoying
mm-hmm,
protester. And there were times that he kind of taught me to be that way at times. And I unlearned some of that and realized, oh, no, no, no. I learned that from him. But also that got me through the scared of not being so shy, and like just being,
yeah,
once I was like, ah, and then I could calm down. Once I was out of it, I could calm
yeah,
down and figure it out. But I don't think that's what we're talking about. I don't think we're talking about Scott not being like a good protester and saying things that are valid when he's protesting a certain thing.
yeah,
It's what Scott does to other live streamers, other protesters, because they're not doing things the way he would
mm-hmm,
like or he
yep,
sees fit. You're fucking
yeah,
out of your mind. That whole encampment was such a fucking disaster.
dude, I
That was
cannot
so bad. So for
imagine.
him to feel so cool about that, even still to this day, thinking like, none of that would have happened without me. It shouldn't have. It was the worst fucking thing ever.
Dude,
But
I
boy,
wasn't
did you make
watching
us
him.
learn quick. Okay,
I was
anyways.
not watching him. He called me because I think, you know, again, when I get really excited about something, I don't sleep a lot. You know, and I'm not on my medication. I'm not saying that that's anything for him. I stopped sleeping as much. My ideas are very grandiose, right? Like this kind of thing. And I will make connections that really aren't there. And I will be a little bit paranoid and that kind of stuff. And he talked to me about like worms. Okay, and again, I wasn't watching because when DOA gets like that, it's, I'm not interested because I see it and I'm like, you know, so I will cut off contact, or not even cut off contact. I just won't say anything, right? Because I think he's acting weird, and I'm like, da, 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 you know, and I got a lot of stuff in my life, you know, so um,
He was talking to you about
I
worm composting.
sure something about a worm farm. I like
Yeah, we're gonna have a
I,
whole compost. It's gonna be a whole. It's gonna. Anybody can live here.
he was like, I've gotten really good at organizing. I was like, what? What are you like? Afterwards, he was talking about, like, recently, he was like talking about it with David B on a live stream. He's like, I've gotten really good at organizing. Okay, hold on. So you put vulnerable, houseless people in the front lines of your protest, and you're telling me, right, that this is your idea of, because you can't get the numbers you need to pull off something like this. And really, what's the point, right? At the, a certain point, like, what was the point? The point was to show collusion between, I guess it doesn't matter anyway, but what was the point? To show,
you know what,
collusion?
I'm gonna be honest, like, I can see certain points. I can see if he brought homeless and people there. First of all, Scientology fucking hates that, which is so amazing, because it actually activates Scientology to do stupid things. Sure. Instead of just dealing with homeless how you respectfully should. You know, they think homeless are degrading, and that's part of the thing. Sure. And so there's that aspect of it, where certain parts. But when it got into where he thought he knew it all, which he always does, like, even if he's like, hey, I love learning and I don't know anything, so just tell me. At a certain point, it's like, you're kind of full of fucking shit, dude. Like, everything you preach to people and all of this is like so full of shit the moment you don't do it for yourself. Like, when do you do it for yourself? When do you step back and go, you know what? Lara was born and raised in this cult. I probably shouldn't be having her do anything right now. He was literally when he got arrested and all that, was yelling at me on the phone, being like, I need you to talk to Pearl Snappy. And, and it's just like, I was like in my mind, like, I was shutting down. I was actually being a Scientologist and shutting down, because he had hyped my heart, everything. I was about to faint and he just had no idea. He was so wrapped up in how he felt. He didn't understand that I was on the verge of crying, which is so insane, because when I went back to the campment and I was packing up, Streets came by. I'm getting emotional. Streets came by, Streets LA, William Good. And he was like, hey, and he was like, oh no, like, he just knew right away. My spirit was just so sad. And I started crying. And he was like, it's okay. You did good. He was like, this is good. This is, it's so insane to me that Scott was so, like, who does this guy think he is? To not see that he literally, through his assumptions, through his whatever he believed, like, ruined so many things. The whole thing with Becky, unnecessary. The whole thing with Rib Guy, unnecessary. And so to me, it's like all this, and then you have somebody like Sticker Chick, who you literally were like, oh, she's my bestie, and oh my God, she's so great, and she knows how to protest. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm just like, is there anything in your life, Scott, that really isn't like threatened, or you're not like using to get your way at somebody else, or through your chat or your fucking grift, the PR? It's like so annoying to me. The PR, like, certain people do this, and I'm not going to keep repeating it. But what I do know is that Toxic Scott, that's his new name, King of Toxicity, he has never been able to deeply heal. And I feel like when you said I thought he was changing, that's when I was with him. I really did think he was changing. I really did think, you know what? This man wants to fucking wear flip-flops all the time, and this and da-da-da. Not once did he actually go into like what was anything like I needed to really heal. Not once did we go to therapy or anything kind of like that. He was like, I don't need therapy. Ah! He literally would just barf every time I would bring up any kind of therapy for him or for us even. I
just think he doesn't.
I don't want to lose my train of thought. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Wait. So sorry. Therapy.
He didn't go to therapy with you.
Yeah. And then, but all of this, the whole anger, the yelling, to me, even to this day, even his relationship with you and all of that falling apart, I'm like, what the fuck is the point? How have you grown to be a better person? I don't think he can change. I think it was like a little drug for him that we were like showing him this like new life, and I was, you were giving him the support and other people were giving the support, and maybe people from his other fucking protests that he's destroyed or ruined or called out the bad actors. What a scam you are. What a destroyer you are, Scott. That's all. Just call yourself the destroyer of good protests. So even after all that, even today, I'm like, so who are you? You're a fucking toxic person. You literally keep spitting your little juice in all of any kind of communities of people actually trying to do hard work and heal. It's so crazy to me. Never once is it actually, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I step back and I go, damn. And for people who are in toxic relationships right now, step back and be like, I am totally not being the person I want to be because I'm with this person I'm with. That is bad. That is very, very, very bad.
He's just really angry person, and I don't think he has any insight, and I think that he's always going to be like that. I don't think he's ever going to change, because to actually like become capable of change means you would have to like admit there's an issue, but he thinks it's everyone else's issue. He thinks he's an empath when really he's just regulating his emotions with everyone else, and he's just living all over them and trying to control everything. That's what I saw with the Becky thing. So I was not watching again, but he had told me in the worm conversation that he had somebody doing harm reduction, right? And so I give to a mutual aid here in DC, and I work with them quite a bit. And they do they provide assistance, material support, as in like food assistance, that kind of stuff, getting them to where they need to go. And it's really important here in DC, especially right now where the current administration is like basically arresting people if they don't take the shelter, which isn't really whatever. Sorry, I got off track, but I can't remember what I was talking about.
He's not a good person. He's not going to change. You're telling about your whole
so I'm really aware of harm reduction also because I was a therapist, right? And so he told me that he was really excited. He knew what it was, et cetera. And then all of a sudden he's calling that lady, which I have never called her. I told people not to call her, I try to keep as far away from his whatever this is, right? When he's doing that, I'm out, right? And that's maybe not the right thing, and I should have been calling him out, but dude, I'm not that invested as he made it appear, right? But he knew what harm reduction is, right? That people are literally dying, in the streets, and that it's an opportunity not to get people into treatment, but to give them the supplies necessary. And to have contact with somebody who eventually, if they ask for it, can help them go to treatment and help them not die. Because, naloxone, right? What do they call it now for when it's, when you get the shot? I've had it before because I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Forget. But yeah.
Narcan. Oh my God.
Oh, Narcan.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh
my God, that annoyed me. Scott would always be like, the Narcan. And I was like, it's Narcanon. Narcan is the overdose. I was like, Narcanon is the Scientology. So he would be talking to the police and he's like, yeah, and they do all this abuse. Or he would be like, why doesn't Rib Guy talk about the Narcan? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Stop!
Narcan. Yeah.
All
okay,
right.
sorry. Go ahead.
So he knew exactly what that was. He knew exactly what fucking harm reduction is, right? And I was like excited for him because that sounds fucking awesome, right? I'm like half listening, and then all of a sudden, fast forward, and it's like they're calling that lady needle tits. They're doing all this crazy shit. And I'm like, but he knew. He knew what it was. I didn't understand, like, but now that I know like the more complete story, it sounds like there was some issue again with a mod that he took to, like, he couldn't control Becky
L.
and make her
It
take it.
was
Like,
it
it's
L.
fucking psychotic.
Yeah,
Ellie,
L.
Ellie,
L.
Ellie, Ellie,
Ellie.
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 Yeah. And so, like,
Yeah,
we've had to
and
piece this back together because I don't know anything. And the idea that I do, or that I was really coming after any of, like,
but
Becky, I don't
so
know her.
do you know about the Ellie? Do you know about Ellie?
I do
or any of
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
you do now. But so Ellie apparently came. He was mad about her or something because she came from some other live streaming thing,
I don't
like from
I don't
being a
know.
moderator and other people, like that had nothing to do with
That's
Scientology.
stupid. I don't know anything
And
about it. Like,
so,
I do
so
not
I'm
know
like, so
her.
you brought an opinion from another, but he created a huge thing all
Yep.
about Ellie. So I'm like, that, what did fucking Ellie, because Ellie was going around helping people. She was helping me. She wanted a mod for me, I thought. But then he made it look like, oh, Ellie's, see, she's a
Trying to
fucking
control
OSO, or
everything.
she's a somebody because she's trying to mod everybody. So these little things, and I just had
Because
these bad
that's
thoughts
what
about
he's
Ellie.
doing.
And I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't refer her anymore. Like, it's just so shitty.
It's
What was the
projection.
point in that? Is it
It's
just
projection.
rejection?
No,
Oh,
projection.
projection, and him getting
in my
rejected
opinion. Yeah. It feeling like people
his
aren't
whole life.
sticking up for him, right? And I
Ugh.
think maybe somebody tried to keep him quiet as a kid, like, as in, you know, you're from a more conservative family. I don't know, right? And maybe he didn't feel like he could tell the truth, but he spends his time, what I've seen, is attacking women by saying that other men are being like persecuted by these women. It's very odd to me. It's really odd to me. I don't have any, you know, insight on his process there, but I feel like that's pretty old stuff because he gets so upset. You know, if it's hysterical, it's historical.
Okay, but you do feel, yeah, it muted. But you do feel that it's something from his like childhood, like something.
Definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
me too. It's not
Yeah.
something that I can heal for him. It's something he
No.
has to like really go down and be like,
You have to
what
think
is
something's
my
wrong.
issue? Yeah. What is
And
going on? Why do I always have this need? This need.
I
Ugh.
did not realize that was how that problem like, and now looking back at it, it makes sense, right? Like, he felt like somebody else was trying to control things and do sneaky things because, in my opinion, from what I've seen and other stuff, like, I think that's what he's doing. I think,
like, literally, yeah, I think so too.
and he likes to have the inside scoop, and he likes to make people feel like they have the inside scoop, and he will get you to feel like there's something in it for you, because maybe there is, but I think that this latest thing is these lawsuits, and I feel like if people talk about him, you're putting yourself at risk. Okay? And I think that the best way to moderate or to hold people accountable in your community is to just not talk about them, to not do anything. And he might actually put this as this is ostracization, right? What he's accusing this other guy of, Aaron Smith, whatever.
Yeah.
You know. So what I'm gonna say is, you ostracize yourself, bitch. Okay, you ostracize yourself by being a controlling psycho. The reason, and if people can disagree with me or not, I like our group. You know, for whatever it's worth, if we are considered a group, right? We decided that I'm not fighting with anybody, right? I'm not doing that. And so as a part of that, and really I thought to help DOA, we had Tony's mods, right? Who people think are awful and evil and stuff like that, but somebody had a medical emergency and they were talking to us, and eventually it just happened organically, right? It wasn't like this crazy thing. I think they're people just like everybody else's people. I understand that they've done hurtful things, but we're all doing the best we can, and I think everybody has a chance to heal. I do not think that DOA really does. I hope he does one day, but anyway, but DOA could not control what was going on in my chat.
I don't think I know you just said hope again. Yeah, I guess I hope, but I just don't. I really, his sister said it one time. I think she was talking to Boss Talks or something, and she said it to him like she was like, Lara said, I think he is a good person somewhere, and she was like, he's wrong. I literally now I'm like,
yeah,
even his own blood sister fucking says
Yeah.
that shit. Like, anyway,
I think
it's wild.
I
It's like,
don't think he has the
and he's
capacity.
here
I
in this
honestly don't, but-
community and he thinks he's gonna get away with all this shit. I'm like, dumb fuck, we have been through so much shit our whole lives. Like, and here it seems like he has a semi-solid family and that he's the one fucking it
I
up.
don't know.
Anyways,
I don't
it's
know.
beside the point. But so
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that what
like when I asked him one time, I said, do you think you and your sister would ever like heal? Or like, do you think you could like, and he was like, oh no, she's a fucking Jesus freak and da da da. And then another time I asked him, I said, I was kind of like, well, I don't know. I think I can talk to anybody. I think we can. I was like, I bet you I could talk to your sister and I bet you I could like heal with her. And he was like, kind of like annoyed that I said that. Like, he was like, probably. And I was like, why don't you do that? Like, I don't know. It's just so, yeah. He can't. Scott, I know you're watching, you fucking psycho. Okay. So anyways, I appreciate that, Mina.
Yeah. No, I want to say that what he's doing right now is just what he has done to everyone else, which is one of his psychotic freaks that hate him, right? Decided to find whatever information they could, right? Whatever. And they posted some of it, and I let him know about that in confidence because I was really upset because I was like, what do I do with this? I've lived my whole life not knowing any of this stuff, right? And so I confided him at that moment. I never talked to him about it again. So this is talking about my family stuff that I had no idea. And now, of course, him and she are saying they're doing it for my benefit, right? Because they're secrets. My dad is really elderly now. They don't know what anybody in my family knew or doesn't know. And this happened 11 months ago, and he could have said it at any time, right? If he really felt like people were in danger. He's also kind of taking Reese's story, right? That he's also, I don't know, doing what with and distorting in some way and making it part of my dad. So he's confused. Like I don't know if it's deliberate, right? But he's making those stories into one. And now, my dad's a pedophile all of a sudden. And people are saying that. And it's just not true. They said it's a shame because my nieces and nephews, like I'm not protecting them. Like,
that's like,
they don't know.
It's very vile. And it
Yeah.
really leans on evil. It really leans on like, wow, if you were, in any position on this planet, it would be really bad. Like people like that, like, I'm learning. I'm really learning. And I appreciate that you came up here. I thought you were going to be like, no, fuck that bitch. I don't have anything to do with Scientology.
I
This isn't my thing.
for anything I've done.
And I love that. I'm literally like, holy crap, totally not the person that I thought you were going to be, So again, it's views and perceptions. And that's why I want to heal. Perceptions are just how we perceive shit. And,
yeah.
And when somebody wants you to not like somebody, if I want you to not like somebody, there's easy ways to lean toward making, saying certain things to have that happen, whether you're protecting a friend or you're being manipulated. And I think it's fucking valuable as fuck for people in this world right now to get on live streams online and be like, okay, I said this, I did this, I meant this, I don't think that, I was just being a bitch,
sure.
I was in an episode, I was drunk, whatever, I like that we can do that. And I feel like that needs to be, I feel like I almost didn't, at the beginning I was like, no, why would I let Mina on? Like, why would I let Sticker Chick? She's caused so much fucking shit. And then I was like, no. That's also me keeping you in a box that I've heard all these perspectives of you. I'm here handling my shit. If I ask myself, well, what made me upset about you? Like, why am I upset at you if I cancel away everybody else's shit? And my upset is just what I said. It was just like hearing you say that. I was like, why did she could have just said nothing. And then
Laura,
also I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
We have that video.
Will you? Yeah, I would just love to do a whole recap on it.
Yeah. Okay, I have that video. I promise you, we've been trying to reach you. I've sent several emails.
So many people. I've gotten the most insane emails. I don't know who's real. I don't know who thinks, oh, she did respond to this, so she thinks it's her. Like, I ignored fucking, and then of course all the harassment and stalking that I also found out later. So it's just like I didn't.
However, you want me to get it for you? It's on Vivian
right here. Page. I can look at how professional I am. Boom, Lara.
So I did email it to that. Do you want me to label it anything? Because I've sent it multiple times.
Okay. Maybe just label it evidence.
Okay.
No, just label it old SPTV healing deleted video or something like that. And
well,
then I'll know.
I'm sure a ton of people are now
gonna do that. Okay, you know what? You just email me and we'll go from there.
Okay, yep.
Then that way I know it's direct and it's you.
So we have the actual video, completely recorded, and then we also have. I did a live on it, right, where I played it and did the fair use thing, and then Vivian Rutledge has it. Vivian_Rutledge, but she has it just so that people can see it, like it's in it. So if you want us to take it down, that's totally okay. If you want me to take mine down, I'm totally okay with that too. But I do have to tell you, the scene that you described where he's in the bathroom trying to fix your toilet or something or build something, and he's giant and he's like, I was dying. I know people like the penis thing. I was just like imagining this sweaty fucking ogre, like, help me. I don't know what he was saying, but it was.
He was so frustrated,
caulking.
And that's hilarious.
Caulking.
He's caulking, and I was literally like, "This is so annoying. You are stressing." Fucking the worst scene ever. Worst scene ever.
All right, so
out of all things, caulking.
Yeah, you let me. You let me know what you want me to do. I'm just going to send you the video. If you want us to take us down all our stuff, I do not mind at all. You get to go through it. I think, and I'm really glad we had this conversation. And fucking leave people's fucking families alone. Dude, I am not my dad. Fuck off. I just learned that shit like last year. Like not even last year, in this year. And these people have no idea what I've done, who I've talked to, who my family has talked to. And to the person, whatever, Z, who said she's going to call my dad's home health care. That's really fucked up.
Z is one of Scott's little, I don't know what you want to call it, Scott. What would you call her? Huh? So
unlucky is what I would call her. Yeah. And she stopped pretending like you give a fuck about any kind of victim. And stop saying that I'm a victim of Scientology.
Ew, gross.
And like pretending like this like concern,
so gross.
Trolling.
It's so ego narcissistic.
It's gross.
SPS syndrome. Do you know what that is? Okay, good. Small penis syndrome, like all mixed in together, and just that's the outcome. So anyways, all right, I'm gonna bring some other people. No, thank you, and thank you for thank you for apologizing. And I'm not a grifter, and I fucking work my ass off, and whatever you can do, Sugar Chick, to fucking help expose Scientology shit in any way, or if you need me to do something to expose the people out in DC that are Scientos that are all on the fucking city lines and shit, I'll send you that list or whatever. That would be amazing. Just so you know in your area, like, oh damn, here's some fucking you know, you do whatever you do on that end. So that would be cool.
Yeah, if you need anything, let me know. And also, we put our email up because if you are needing any evidence or financial
Yes.
support, just like we did for DOA,
Yeah.
we're willing to put, you know, we think
Yes.
it's a good investment.
I very much
basically.
appreciate that, and I will take you up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's going to sue a bunch of people.
I don't
It's his
give a
new
shit
business
what he's gonna
plan.
do. It's about what we're gonna do and how our community is gonna take down Scientology. He will keep going into lawsuits and this just to keep himself relevant in the Scientology protesting
he's
community.
planning another encampment. He said that's what he's going to do the day after he gets off of these charges.
No.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
All right,
Bye,
bye. Thank
toxic.
you.
Okay,
Bye, everyone.
bye, sticker chick. Talk
Bye.
soon. Bye.
Well, hello there,
Hey,
beautiful lady.
what's up, my honey bunnies?
Hi. Oh my
What's
God, it's
up?
lovely to
So
see
we
your
have
face,
two-
Anne.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
nice to
Anne
see you.
Casillas. Oh my God, the
you're
angel of angels.
beautiful.
This woman. This is the first time I've ever seen Anne in this,
Me
and I
too.
cannot believe she went up on camera. I told her, like, you don't have to put your camera up. Doesn't matter. Everybody loves this woman. And this woman will put your head back on your shoulders without, you know, with just the most kindest love. Just so, oh honey, look, here you go. And then you're like, oh, everything, I can deal with shit now. Oh my God. And the words and the wisdom and oh my goodness, I just love you. And I know you've been a part of this community, helping so many different channels, including Aaron Smith Levin, including Scott Toxicity. I'm trying to figure one name just
Wasted
for
way
him.
too much time and money on those people.
I'm
Can you hear me?
sorry. Yes, 100%. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. And we love you. And I want you to know we love you. And honestly, I do believe that there was money and all this spent in and all this toxicity and all this shit happened so that the community can get stronger together. You know,
I
that's
agree.
what I'm feeling right now, at least for sure.
Right.
That's a
And
how do
beautiful,
you feel?
positive way to look at it. That's a lovely
Okay,
way
good.
to look at it. Let's hope.
Yeah.
Aw, but
I
what are
just
you
wanted
feeling?
to say hi. Oh, T or me?
Both you, but yes, I'm done talking. I want to hear you guys.
I just want to say ditto to everything you talked about before. And it broke my heart to see so many good people across the world that wanted to help all the people who have left. And
Yeah.
two people selfishly stole it all. And they had some other people helping them here and there and whatnot. But it's time to like tell it to go F off into the forever and hold people accountable. Make sure they do what they say and continue on with people like you and Audit and all Haggis all those people that phone in to those meetings. You guys are so brave. I would just like stutter and not be able to get it out. And I just want to thank all of you for doing that because it means something. It really does.
I love you. You're literally
I love
like
you too.
when you speak and when you like I don't know if it's like holding space, but you're really there. Like you feel when people are upset. You feel when somebody's really being honest and transparent and they're shutting down and they're letting go. And you remind us and you remind me and you've even today, like there are certain things you say that puts like a aura of protection and reminds us like, whatever you're feeling weak at right now, let it go and go back to yourself. And you always do that. Go back to yourself. You've done that.
And in my real life, I am not nearly that kind of perfect. I am dysfunctional AF.
But I love that in this community, we
that.
get to choose where we put our love and where we get to help another person, even if we didn't do that for ourselves. There's a lot of things I missed out on as a kid that I'm now telling a lot of kids that I'm like, oh, I never went through that, but I'm just telling you, it's good advice from the elder, you know?
Yeah.
And I
From the
feel that
old lady.
you're so beautiful. No, you are so amazing, and your energy and your spirit is so inspiring. And
Well, I just wanted to say I love you. I
and
love T. I love a lot of the people in the chat. We've never met up close. Some of us we have. And I just want to send all you guys love. And yes, I said assholey things on the internet. You go back and chat. You'll see
correct.
me there.
Go back and check.
I love you
Yes,
Good
too,
I
luck
love
with that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
exactly.
let's go
I
forward
love
and
you
let's
so much. Yes.
let's
Love
do
you,
some good in the
Anne.
world. If today was your last day, did you do everything you needed to do today? Just say it. That's
Yeah.
what matters in the end.
Even today.
Right,
Did you do everything today that you needed to
right,
do?
right.
Oh, I love you.
And when you're feeling low and down, which because I suffer from depression and anxiety, I have to tell you, old teacher told me a long time ago, and he said, when you feel that way, the cure every single time is to go help someone else.
Yeah.
And when you
Yes.
do that, it kicks your butt enough. If you can't even do it for yourself, you know, because that's what depression and anxiety does, go do it for somebody else. And
Yeah.
hang on,
Yeah,
kids.
and I love that. I love that. And I would also say that I notice I'll listen to like a being grateful stream
yeah.
on YouTube or something where it's specifically like, even if it's a God stream, which I'm still learning a lot about God and the universe and all that.
Right.
But I like the feeling of reminding in the morning or anytime you plop in a little thing, and it's always about being grateful. Like even there'll be times I'm out here in the desert and I'm like going through in my mind and the heat and stuff. Sometimes it'll be like, it feels like I'm like this, I'm really suffering. Like I feel like I'm like, nobody knows I'm suffering right now. And
Well,
I'll
the
be
heat doesn't
watering
mess around.
and the heat don't mess around out here.
No.
And there's just times where I'm like, this is where I'm like, I really think about the community, and I think about the arguments, and I think about all the fucking shit we've all been through. And I just feel like it's not fair to not save this. And it's not fair to not
Right.
give it all of us to give us our best try to heal ourselves, to step out of our own, you know, stuck ego structure and just say, is there something that would help the community be better at if I stop doing this? Or if I could look at this and relax on being such a fucking dick in this area?
Right. That's totally spot on. And I just want to
Yeah.
point out behind me is you can't probably see it. It's a beautiful rose, and it's kind
We
of,
can.
it's not
It's
goldenrod.
peachy blonde. It's like peachy
yeah.
blonde. I love that.
And it smells so good.
So
And
I feel like I could
I'm
smell
sending
them.
you some. I'm sending them to all you guys.
Oh, you're amazing, Anne.
All right, guys.
Love you
Have a
so
good
much.
evening, and I love you, and I will talk to you later.
Thank you,
Bye,
honey. Love
Anne.
you.
Lots of
You
love.
have to kick me off because I have no idea how this works.
Okay, bye. So cute.
Hey.
Ow. Hi, Amy. Is that you backstage? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Or are you a troll? Hi, T. How are you?
Hey, I'm all right. I'm a bit sick still. I've been sick.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, all week. I'm starting to get better. Like I was in bed for 3 days, and now my son has it, so he's stuck in bed. But I'm still going. I'm still doing a little bit of editing and stuff behind the scenes.
You
and
always are. You always are.
writing emails and, you know, working my way through things. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for doing this. I think I love it when you do these streams. I think it's important to all of us to air our dirty laundry and try and reconnect. And it looks like hopefully we have a nice connection with Sticker Chick and crew from now on. You know, I think, you know, stronger together. And yeah, I just want to say about the J thing quickly, just so, about the Denver J thing, just so, before I forget, sorry. So I put in the chat that I heard, and I said, and I believe, like I'm always trying to be careful with my words, like not putting it as facts, because, you know, but I did hear that he took a plea. I don't know if you know that, and that he's not allowed to talk about Scientology, but I might be wrong. So I just want to put that out there.
Well, you know what? I sent a link when somebody else mentioned Denver J. it reminded me I still had his number, and I don't know if it's, and I texted him to jump on here. So Jay, if you're in the chat, we don't mind if we don't mind if you're not allowed to talk because of some plea deal, but if that's the case, are you able to let us know? And also, Denver J, I would love to heal anything that we can heal. Especially since me and Jay never had a conversation after that one last conversation we had when Scott was like, Ellie and Jay are fucking everything up or whatever. So Denver J, if you're out there, I would just love to know what happened, just to clean that up. And also, I apologize for the fucking hell you went through.
I'll try and find the source, though. I'll try and find. I can't. My memory is terrible, but I will try and find the source again of where I got that information.
And that's okay if he had to take a plea deal for something like for his own private life, and things aren't. Toxicity, toxic put that as a thing. He was the one saying, "Who would take a plea deal?" It's like, shut up, dude. You're not the fucking. You don't own. You're not the knowledge. Wizard.
Unless you're in that situation yourself. Yeah. Unless you're in that situation yourself.
So I feel like that comes from that, where everybody feels guilty if they take plea deals here and there. You know what I mean? Like, no, you do what's best for you, but also, but also, I think it's hard to be transparent when you are taking down Scientology and you end up taking a plea deal of some sort to protect yourself. If there's some job you needed to have or whatever, they can't have this shit on their record. And Scientology definitely likes to put stuff on innocent people's records so that they aren't hireable for certain jobs and stuff like that. So whatever it is, Denver J, if you're out there, if you don't even watch this shit anymore, I'm sorry. We love you. I would love to talk to you, and email me if you get this. But go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say.
I did email him a long time ago, but I didn't get a reply. So I don't know. Maybe he's not using that email address anymore. But anyway, let's move on. But I love the healing. I don't really know what to say, but I do agree with Mina about believing in people healing. I do believe that can happen, but it takes the individual for them to go through something in their life to make them realize that. You can't make them realize that. Someone else can't make them realize it, and it might never happen, unfortunately. But I do always hold a little bit of hope for both Scott and Aaron. It's sad. And I mean, I've heard a little bit about what Scott has said about his childhood. He's having all the beliefs pushed on him and sound like he was corrected a lot. And that can be traumatizing as a child. But that doesn't excuse his behavior. I mean, I think you get to like adulthood and like he's not learning from his mistakes, which is, I don't know, that's maybe an ignorance, like not being able to face himself or whatever. But, I'm not a professional. I'm not going to sit here and diagnose or whatever. It's just, I miss the old days. I think everyone does. When we used to go on each other's channels and there was so much positivity and working together around the world.
And so much protection.
It was amazing. People felt safe and Aaron was platforming people,
But do you disagree with me when I say that when you string it out, Aaron and Scott were the ones?
Oh, absolutely.
The two, is there, was I doing something that was destroying the community?
No, and I think that,
and so to me, I'm like, for those two people, a community here is literally saying these two people are like, keep holding the shit together, keep the storm shitting, whatever you call it. It's like, why? This isn't acceptable. We don't want leaders like this.
I think you were also very misunderstood, and a lot of, there's a lot of shit going around about people. And because he took that stream down of yours, that stream was pivotal, was a very, everyone was like, why is Lara not speaking out? Why is Lara not speaking out? And you did in that stream, and that stream had disappeared. I hadn't seen that, like all of it. I think I saw a bit of it, and I didn't know it had been taken down. And I think that would have changed things a lot. And you maybe wouldn't have had so much abuse and stuff coming towards you, which was absolutely disgusting, and probably still getting, I don't know. But yeah, it shouldn't, for him to do that is absolutely vile. It's not acceptable. It's really,
But
really
that's,
threatening.
that's just what we know. That's just what he shows in public. So
Yeah. I
I
don't
don't
get
know.
it. I don't.
There's too much toxicity, when you go with the energy that is loving and fun and creative and without like walking on eggshells, etc.
Yeah.
Then there's a whole different vibe. And when you relax and you start feeling that vibe, you start to go like, wait a minute, I ain't going back to that shit. Like that's all of that
Exactly.
shit was abusive. That's not cool. And not only that, we have a beautiful community that wants to heal from all this.
Yeah.
And there's
we
only a
do.
few people who are stopping that, intentionally or not. So
Yeah. And a lot of people
I
have
feel like
gone
one does it intentionally and the other one isn't aware of it or will not drop their ego enough to fucking be the good leader, be the good community, be that good president, be that good board and whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I think they're
stupid.
both intentional. I think they both know what they're doing. They both have the egos, and they don't care about the consequences because they're so inside their own heads,
Yeah.
And it's sad. I just think, like, where are these people going to be when they're like an old man? Are they going to have
Yeah, that's what I said
people,
earlier. I
you
like
know?
literally write these songs. Like, who do you want to be? Who do you want to
Yeah.
talk to when you're alone? Who do you want to please when you leave this world?
It's so sad. Like, what are you going to have loads of people around you looking after you and loving you when you're, on your last legs? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe some other old, bitter, twisted men with micropeens. I don't know.
I don't know, but I just feel like, you know what? It's not the community's job to fucking deal with these immature men or immature, it's not even men, immature women, whatever. Except for these boys, these little immature babies.
I've been thinking about getting a little kitten for like the last year. Oh, and now I want to get
They're
two.
so fluffy and furry and warm and cute, and they're the boys. These two are my boys.
So cuddly.
It's Tiggy and Black Beauty, and they're so cuddly. They're so affectionate.
Yeah, I can see.
They keep trying to cuddle They keep trying to cuddle on my
kitten squidges are the best, man.
They're so cute. Okay, guys.
I don't know. I think like moving forward.
So yeah,
I think we can't help these people or stop these people. I don't think that's going to happen.
I just honestly, T, though, like, you're so amazing. Thank you, by the way, for all the fucking work you do, all the editing, all the flyers, all the love, all the everything you do, all the research, all the videos you're putting out now that some people have never even heard of that are literally evidence for today. All the stuff that you do with autism, with your kids, with everything. You are a magical angel, babe. It made me so upset when Aaron even started attacking you guys. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Not again. Not again.
Well, even with Aaron, I understand it from his point of view, right? He thinks he saw someone in DOA's chat that was me, right? And he reacted, and that's fine. Like,
but why wouldn't he just attack it right in? Right.
And see, I was in a very, very.
Why would he assume that you?
It's like, I don't know, man.
I just think it's behave. It's like you're acting behavior before thought. And if you're gonna be that good guy, Aaron, who's like, because I know people would disagree with me, but I know Aaron has great intentions with the foundation. I know that he did, like, I just think that he's stuck in Scientology, literally like Sea Org kind of behavior where he thinks like, no, it goes my way or nothing. It's like we're in the outside world where people have to connect with you and like your foundation and like your attitude and shit. Like, be real. Are you kidding? We're not going to just suck up to you because you're a foundation fucking like, it's just bullshit. If you want to be good friends and be a member of this foundation, whatever, you can do that as well. But he has to be transparent. He can't just attack people that are friends with other people that have been helping so much in the community. It doesn't work like that. A group doesn't work like that.
Yeah. You have to put your shit to the side, you know, if you want to, if you
Yeah,
really
put the
care about the cause and if
Scientology,
you're mature enough.
put the
Yeah.
Scientology mindset to the fucking side.
But I think the key elephant in the room that he's missing in that police commission meeting, which it was terrible how things went, but I think people might have been laughing at DOA and supporting him because he shouted out that Aaron was an abuser and he doesn't want to address that, you know? But it shouldn't have happened. It was the wrong time, the wrong place for sure.
No, that's
You know,
a good point. A
it was
lot of it was
disgusting.
talked about
Yeah.
none of that
It
was
was the
brought
wrong
up. Like,
time and place to do that. Like an emotional, triggering, fucking important meeting, which I was asleep for while it was going on. By
but
the way,
there's
it
a
was in the
lot
middle
of
the
stuff
night
that
here.
happened behind that. Aaron and Jenna were a part of that. It's Serge as a friend didn't tell me that he was doing that. Michael didn't tell me. A lot of people, you know, there was ways that could have been avoided. I could have literally been like, okay, yes, Scott does and Aaron don't get along or something. Like if one of my quote friends at that time would have just mentioned to me, hey, I would, you know, so there's a lot of toxicity and a lot of old bad behaviors, even whether it's Scientology bad behavior or a mixture of that and the new online world behaviors where people think that they can say shit and do shit online and it's not going to affect people in the real physical world. Or there's not going to be consequences.
A massive lack of trust there as well. Like, you know, from what I understand, it was, you know, Serge was worried about telling you because he didn't want you to come with Scott, you know.
Right,
but
for sure.
He should be able to maybe trust you with that. I don't know. Like,
right.
But then I don't know. It's not for me to say. It's not my not my
and
business.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At this point, it doesn't matter. Because right now I can see when I can feel and I can see by actions who is trying to heal and who's actually creating more toxicity and who's refusing to heal, who's holding their stupid, stubborn ass fucking attitude. No, I'm right. Lara's wrong. She should apologize. Shut up. No. How about nobody is fucking wrong and we're all learning? How about that? Can we let it go then? Like, what is the intention of arguing and doing all this if people are just doing it to continue to be mad at each other, to continue then get out, because that's not going to happen here. Everybody's going to be loving, caring. You're going to apologize when somebody brings up, hey, this hurt my feelings. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit should be transparent. And also people need to be okay with like realizing like shit was worse than what they made it be, or, you know, people not taking accountability for being executives in the Scientology cult, or, you know, like speaking out about that. It's interesting how people will jump on their YouTubes and talk about how great they are or what they knew and all this shit, and they don't speak about their own crap that they actually still do or refer to or act on as a Scientologist in their daily lives.
Yeah, I think
to handle their problems or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some people. I do understand though that it might be because they just can't face that yet, and that's also okay. Like they don't, you know, but then don't spread your kind of stuff for other people. I don't know. It's just a shit show. So what do we do from now on? Do we ignore all the toxicity and build each other up? The people that are actually, you know, doing stuff. I think that's important to help each other out.
I think it's not about ignoring. I think it's about people being able to point out, hey, honey bunny, or hey, bro, or however you want to do it. When somebody is being toxic, it needs to not be like, hey, it needs to not be like shut down. We're like, hey, don't talk about it, because that's not good either. But it needs to be like, it needs to be talked about in a way where it's going to be healed. It needs to be talked about in a way where it's going to get better, not where people get to keep making, you know, toxic shit based off of it. It needs to be like, you know,
acknowledging their feelings and maybe kind of like,
I don't know. It feels like it just needs, people need to go into it with good intentions. If you go into something with good intentions and you're willing to adjust or something to make, you know, the better outcome for the whole group, then that's what you should be doing.
Yeah. Oh, what are you eating? Is that a pickle?
A pickle.
I haven't even had breakfast yet. It's like midday. Pickle Rick. Me and my boy have been watching Rick and Morty in bed. I've never watched it
Oh
before.
my God, it's
It's
so
so
cute.
good.
I used to
But
watch
yeah,
that with my, yeah.
I want to say as well, though, Lara, I am so incredibly proud of you for finally going to like, are you going to a psych? Like a
Yeah, so I
psychiatrist?
did my, yeah, psych. That
A
sounds so triggering.
psych, mate? You know
Are
what I
you
mean? You
seeing
get
a
me?
psych?
Are you seeing a psych, mate?
You seen a psych, mate? So I did my first psychiatric interview, and I'm gonna do a full psych evaluation, you know, the ones that
Wow.
I'm begging for my own parents to get.
Wow. Oh my God, that's huge.
It's huge. And not only that, I'm also working on getting my GED, and Jacob Harkey is actually going to be doing tutoring lessons with me on my YouTube here
Yes.
for all of just like basically just my perspective of not, and I'm going to be vulnerable. This is what I don't know. I haven't heard any, like, we're just going to be learning, literally learning and loving. And so I'm going to be
Amazing.
working on getting my GED as well. And then, yeah, so a lot of things are going on there.
Look at you go, man. That's so
Yeah.
incredible. That's amazing. I remember like we did the CCHR thing and fuck, it was so triggering. And we are talking about how
So
like,
triggering.
nothing, and you were frightened of going to psychiatry and stuff. And look at you now. And you are like the bravest
I
person.
still have this weird anxiety, but I know where it's
Of
coming
course.
from now.
It's
So,
natural. It's okay. It's okay to have those feelings and just acknowledge them. Say, "Oh, hello," and you're this, and okay, you're there. I'm just going to kind of like, I'm still doing what I
yeah,
want you to do.
I can't wait.
Yeah. But all these
So
incredible
the
people
mixture,
like Jacob as well, though. Like we've got so much.
yeah, who would have
beautiful
thought?
people
And Jacob is
supporting.
literally a teacher, and he is so smart, and he can handle my freaking crazy, you know, he understands me. So he'll be able, it'll be so fun. And to be able to teach other people what we haven't learned our whole
Yeah.
non-childhood in the cult of Scientology as cadets, we now can just learn it through YouTube, learning and loving with Jacob and Lara.
Good. And to all the
Yeah.
people as well that do
Thank you,
continue to
Kat.
support the small channels, I just want to say thank you to everyone for that. You know, you've got people like Kathy and Ozzy, and just there's so many people that do continue to support the small channels, and we do appreciate it. Please keep
So
liking and
much.
sharing and trying to help grow our channels. You know,
Yep.
it really means a lot. We need more people on board, and the only way we're going to do that is by supporting each other and sharing each other.
And it's fun. It's so fun because there's so much stuff that T already puts together, and sometimes it could be as simple as just sharing a link, and it's like boom, somebody was like, "Oh, I didn't know so and so supported that." It's like, it's really cool. It really
I share so much to X because it's just easy with the share button. It just goes straight to X if you're signed in and stuff. Like I can do it on my phone. Sometimes I'll spend ages just sharing loads of stuff. And Facebook, like go on all the platforms and, you know, just get it all out there. But I haven't been doing as much lately. I've kind of been a bit disheartened. There's been a few things happen in Perth where I went with my friend and protested the Dianetics stall, and then she got like really intimidated by one of the I don't know if you saw all of that, one of the guys. He was horrible. And so she doesn't want to come out anymore. And that was the only person I had because I'm so isolated. But if I can do a little plug, Lara, please, for my birthday next month. Shit, I'm putting it out there now, so I have to do it. I want to do, I'm going to do like a kind of an auction fundraiser thing to try and raise some funds and some awareness and do a big protest in Sydney.
Yes,
later
totally
in the
down.
year because haven't been over there yet. I want to source somewhere to put a big aftermath board or whatever for the Taiwanese people that are stuck in the Sea Org there. They're probably a good, like I would say, maybe around 1,000 people. You know, that actually not 1,000, probably about 500, 600. I don't know. Oh, look at that face. Oh my God. Oh my God. So cute. Sorry, distraction.
Thank you. You mean my face?
Yeah. Both of you.
And Black Beauty. Black Beauty.
I used to have a printing, like a gift shop. I used to have a gift shop. And so I used to print like teddies and t-shirts and key rings and all sorts of stuff. So I've got all of this stock left over. So what I want to do,
Oh,
my
amazing.
God, I want to, I can take that kitten away, man. It's distracting me. Yeah, is make a heap of stuff. I can do personalized stuff, whatever, and auction it off and raise some money through that.
Love that. Let me know. I want to support
Yeah.
it, and we'll all
Yeah.
support it, including the kitties. But for real,
Yeah, it'd be awesome to get people involved. That could be another community thing we can do together to raise awareness and things. I'm slowly putting out stories of survivors in Australia. There haven't been in many recent ones, so I'm putting all the old stuff up about what Senator Xenophon did when he tried to fight for an inquiry into Scientology back in 2009, 2010. He actually caused the whole charity commission to be come into existence in Australia through that. So he's done a lot. Yeah. So yeah, there's just heaps of stuff going on. I'm just sick at the moment, and it's the school holidays.
You're so amazing, and I want people to know that you T's the one who helped me put the go Tiggy.
Oh, the
Put
booklets.
the booklets, and just you've done so much, and so I'm really whatever you need help with, whatever, I feel like anything you put out is awesome, and anything I'm like, you're just so easy to work with, and you're so understanding, and like yeah, you're amazing, T, and I'm glad the community.
I am flaky, and I take too many things on, and then I just like freak out and
at least you see, there's the transparency. T just said she's flaky. She wants to do everything. She'll be like, oh my god, and then but eventually you do it.
Yeah,
eventually you do it.
Eventually, I'm meant to be doing a card, aren't I? A business card, and I haven't got back to that because then I get given,
but
like,
I kind of have it. I haven't been focused on that either.
I get 5 more things to do, and then I'm like, oh shit, and I can't, like, yeah.
You are so resourceful. You're so amazing. You've done so much. It's unbelievable. And we're gonna put like a whole little thing together. We'll be like, look, this is all the shit T's done.
Oh no! Look, I don't need any thanks. I do it because it's the right thing to do. I want to do it.
But thank you. You have to. You have to keep it. You have to accept it.
Oh, I did a theme song. I did the theme song for Audit and Miriam's new show, which is amazing. Please check it out, people. Yeah, let's share all our stuff. And if anyone has any issues with me, please email me. I'm happy to talk to you. About anything. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can talk with Julia because there's been a few things going on there. And get that all out in the open. I know she's gone to bed now, but yeah, I'm honestly
cool. I just think that's the best thing. If I can handle stuff, we can, if I can have Sticker Chick come up there and we talk it out, anybody can heal shit. So at a certain point, if you're not wanting to heal it, or you want to keep holding it, or you want to hate somebody forever, go do that somewhere else, not in this community.
Yeah, and it's not good holding on to hate. It's like a poison, isn't it?
Yeah, it's stupid. No, why? Enjoy your life. Don't do that.
You're fair dinkum. I'm a Pommy though. I've got an English accent, and then sometimes I speak Aussie to be silly, or I have picked up a little bit of an Aussie twang, I guess. But yeah. Oh, what's that?
You're amazing.
While you were there, always thankful. You made my music videos, and I hope I get to see you again. Yeah, mate, yes. I'll be over next year in force. Definitely, I'll be over. I know it's very, very optimistic, but I want to get to Denmark and Scotland. So somehow, like, I need to get another job. I have had really bad health issues, and I've lost a lot of my work and stuff. So I'm hoping to build that up again. And hello, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to. I will shush. Hello.
No, it's okay. I just brought Amy up.
Hi, Amy. How you doing, T?
Hey, I didn't see your name there. I wasn't sure who it was. I'm working hard not to interrupt and talk over people. So
that's all right. No, I shut my camera off. I don't look. Have the same excuse as Audit, so I'm not very presentable in my bed now. So I just, I have a different perspective, as everyone knows. Rather, I did an interview with Antics about my being married to a Scientologist and how awful and devastating it has been. And I'm just going to say that when people are seeing this fighting, or not fighting, but just that the focus has been taken off of the protesting and all of this silliness and, you know, just like distractions and not even focusing on the purpose of what everyone's is trying to do, it can really isolate someone who isn't in my position. I'm sure there are other women or men or whatever are married to a Scientologist, and they want to find a community to reach out to. And if they go and see this, they're not going to be like happy, you know, they're going to like, what kind of crazy is this?
Yeah,
And
that's a good
you
point.
know, it's so devastating what I went through with him. And I'm still suffering, and he's got to have judgments against him because he's a friggin' deadbeat father. It's just awful. And I'm just so devastated with what's been going on, you know, and I have to move, and I'm having to move this week and, you know, because of everything, you know. Luckily I was able to close on my house, and it's been so crazy. I really want to get back into the community, but I started, you know, this job, and it's really keeping me away. And so I'm just really, you know, trying to be strong for my daughter, but everybody needs the support that could be going through this with their family and a divorce from a Scientologist that really gaslit them through the marriage. And it's just, it's so devastating. So people really need to think about, there are people out there that are watching this, and that they really need to be aware of that there are people that may want to come and help, you know, and be an activist or just have some support with this situation, you know, being married to someone.
In so many ways, the married thing, what you're going through, and the longevity, the long-term effects that I'm feeling as I'm getting older, Amy. Also, for people that don't know, Amy is literally like been the one who would be calling in all the time, was sending us links, was like literally has been there so much. I cannot even tell you, for years now. So yeah, you've been around seeing all this. But what was I saying? Oh, getting 40. I turned 40. At a certain point, it's like, it's an honor to have a community with you guys in it. And it, you know, like, it's almost effortless when it is going so smooth. And so I just wanted to say that it's an honor to have you guys here. It's such a disappointment that my friends, my ex-Scientology friends and myself and in this community have had you know, some, you know, deep toxicity. I'm going to mute it. Somehow it's like, I don't want to dampen the energy. I don't like, I understand that the whole ex-Scientology community, we're going to always be healing. We're going to always be, you know, so I appreciate the community and the chats and the people that help people individually, behind the scenes, in the scenes, like all of that. And I don't know where I was going with that, Amy. Sorry. And I really I guess I was just appreciating you a lot.
I think though, Amy, you know, it's really important to look after yourself, you know, because if you've got an empty cup, you and trying to help other people, it's just gonna, you know, like we know you care, and you can only do what you can do. Like, don't push yourself too much, otherwise you get really burnt out, and it's hard, man, you know. But
it's terrible.
Yeah. You have to look after yourself, though. It's so important, you know.
Do you hear me, T? Do you hear me, T? Because the thing is,
yeah,
I can't hear
you.
It's weird. Sorry. I can only hear you and not Lara. I can't really hear. Something is weird.
Oh, she's muted herself, so we don't all talk over each other.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No, because throughout the whole time I was backstage, I couldn't even hear her when she was speaking to you. I could only hear it on my computer, so it's like weird. I don't know, maybe it's my old phone, but no, I just want everybody to know, you just really don't let everything that you're seeing discourage you, because you know, I do miss calling into the meetings because of this. I have this really very demanding job right now, and I can't do it. It's like full time now. I had to really get another job because I needed to really make more money because this guy really devastated me. So, and my daughter's going off to college next year, not this summer. So I'm like, there's so much to do. It's a lot. I'm very overwhelmed with everything. And then, and add it to the problems with her father. It's unbelievable. So that's
Yeah.
all I wanted to say. Everybody has to be encouraging to each other, and we do have to call out bad behavior in people. You really can't let that go, because if you do, they're going to think they can keep getting away with it. Everybody has to stand up for themselves. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm going to go because it's like here it's 12 after midnight here, so
We
have a good
appreciate
night,
you, Amy.
everybody. I love everybody. I love this community. I'm so grateful to have everybody and to speak to everybody and get to know everybody, though it's through the internet. But have a good
And we'll
night.
still be here.
Feel
Thank you,
better.
honey.
Feel better in whatever you do, because I'm an RN. To you, I don't know if you went to the doctor, but if you're not getting better or your son, you
Oh,
really should go to
it's
the
just a
doctor.
virus. It's a
Okay,
virus,
good.
so
All
I don't
right.
go to the doctors unless I need to.
No,
It's just
all
that I
right, right. But
have
if
to wait it out.
he's not feeling good, he should go. He's like,
Well,
so
I'm
just in
giving
case.
him like paracetamol and
Oh,
giving
okay,
him
good.
fluids.
Okay, as long as he
Yeah.
doesn't have a fever. All right,
It's
very good. Take
it's been a
care.
We love
horrible
you,
flu.
Amy.
Horrible flu.
Oh,
It's winter here,
goodness. Good. Right.
Love you,
Yes.
Amy.
Chicken
See you
soup.
soon,
Okay.
okay?
Take
And you
care.
too.
Bye
You got to
bye.
take care of yourself. Make sure you feel good too, okay? And let us know what we can help you with.
Lots of love, Amy.
Love ya.
And we'll be here when you're ready. We'll still be here.
I think she went away. Okay.
I think, yeah. All right.
So yeah. Whew.
I might get off and go and make myself a bacon and egg sarnie because I am
Amazing.
starving. I haven't had my
All right,
brekkie.
love.
It's lunchtime. But yeah, love to everyone. And
Love to
I'm still here.
everybody. And also, yes, we love you,
All right.
T. And
Love you, Lara.
thank you. And
Right.
we'll talk soon too. Now that
Yes.
we've got all this shit
Now
out
that I
of
have
the
to do
way.
some arranging. Shit. Why did I say that? All right. All right. Lots of love. Bye.
Loves.
Bye.
Bye. Lara, can you let Jojo go to bed? Jojo, you can go to bed. Jojo, I got this. Thank you, honey. Jojo, if you want to come up, you should come up because you're a badass and you're amazing. Yeah, it does make us sad. It makes me sad. And it makes me sad, but then I'm also like, wait a minute. We can fix this. That's why I'm saying anybody, we can heal this. Aaron, Jenna, Serge, we can heal this. There's no reason we can't heal it. I just think that some people are used to holding grudges and like, I can't work with people. I can't heal with people who are going to fucking hold a grudge. You can hold a grudge, you can be mad, but talk it through and then see how you feel after you talk it through. Oh my God, my kittens are going nuts. What are they doing? I have 1 kitty, 2, 3. Okay, good. It's fine. So yeah, I can't heal. I will not. One of my things is I know what doesn't work is if somebody's going to hold a grudge and not like want a better outcome by the end of a conversation, then I'm not going to be able to heal with them. But if you're willing to have a conversation, oh my God, the cats are so cute right now. If you're willing to have a conversation, I'm willing to have a conversation about anything. And there should be nobody making threats or making you feel like you can't have that conversation. I'm working with people that they know, like I work with people that, okay, some people don't get along with other people. They know that they don't get along, but I can still work with them both. There's no issue. So, I don't know. I think that there needs to be way more of an open platform, way more of an open dialogue. I hate that word because I feel like dialogue is like a planned thing, like read the dialogue. Or that's the dialogue. But I don't know. It just needs to be, it can be better. It's like people have to be able to talk and say what they need to say. And people can reflect on it. And then people can go back and say, you know what? That's a great perspective. I've literally just shifted my mind right now in 1 second that I no longer have that, view. So I just think that, and without fear, exactly, Amy, that is the whole point. Scientology is a fear-mongering fucking organization. All they're doing is keeping people on their tippy toes, making people fight, making people think that somebody else is bad or aberrated. Oh, she's gay, she's aberrated. Don't talk to her. She needs major suck checking. Like, let's not do that. Let's be more willing to change the way that we react to things, to change the way that we perceive other people when we don't know them. We have to know, okay, this is what I've heard about this person. What do you actually know? How does this person operate? How do they talk to you? Or how do they talk to their friends? When you try to give them advice or good, pivotal movements in their lives to be better around other people and for themselves, and they react with anger or resentment and don't listen to it. They can't take 5 minutes, take it in, and walk away and go, that was so annoying. Fucking, she made me feel like shit. Or, wow, I liked Lara, but I kind of don't like her anymore. Why don't I like her anymore? Was it because she said something that kind of is true? Why am I mad that she's telling me something that's true about me? Why am I mad about that? Why don't I get joyful? I used to have an issue with like people saying something and I'd be like, did I do that? Or sometimes it's not even a bad thing. Like people would be like, oh, Lara, the way when you responded like that, I was like, oh no, I meant that in like a jokey, lovey way. I used to say that to my cadet friends when we were at the ranch, like, oh my God, you are so dumb. One time a friend got like kind of offended and was like, I'm not dumb. Why are you calling me dumb? And I was like, oh no, I mean that in like a loving way. Like, we used to be like, don't be dumb, like that, like when something was funny. I don't know. And so I changed that really quick, and not even changed it right when I told them I came from love and that there was no anger or bad intent. Then they immediately were like, oh my God, that's so endearing and how cute. Isn't that so cute that I was just annoyed about you calling me dumb when I'm not dumb, but you didn't mean that. Like, it was just so sweet. And it was nice to be able to know, like, people have gone through different things. They have different fingerprints. They've gone through different things in their lives. And so they might say things or act a certain way, but they mean their intent and stuff is in good, and they mean well, and they're just not communicating it correctly. Hopefully I'm not doing that right now, where I'm not feeling like I'm communicating it correctly. So on that note, I just, I guess want to say thank you all for listening and letting me be transparent and just talk about these kind of major points. There was a bunch of other points, but maybe I'll do another live stream on another day talking about those, and just breaking down everything. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And thank you for the people who feel better about me after I've talked about all this. And maybe there are people that will see this on the replay. It's like, what's that word? The replay. And if you want to email me or you want to talk about anything that is healing, is valuable for this community, and that would heal, anything that could have made other people feel bad or whatever, I'm down to heal. I'm down for all of that. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I'm here to heal. So, and again, to all the SPTV and ex-Scientology community, I'm not down with toxicity. I'm all about doing the thing that heals and makes the situation better. Not doing something that attacks and suppresses or makes the person go into a more defensive mode to not heal or be better. So I don't want to do that. And if I did that on this stream at all, that's not my intention. My intention is to just spit it out, say the shit as it is, and then enjoy and dance and be love and creative and be artful and fun. And part of that is going through intense conversations and saying things that people can feel feared of saying. Don't be afraid to not speak up about something. That to me is just like, and if you're speaking up about something and it could be a sensitive situation, bring it in with love and care. Go about it with the end result as being as loving and caring as possible. Why would you want it any other way? Any other way is just like too much energy of negative. It's literally like, it's harder to be negative and angry, and it's uncomfortable. It's yucky. It's barf. It's toxicity. Why be in that negative, angry, fucking defensive, toxic, I'm going to get you, like gross. Please, no more of that. Be loving or just keep your fucking mouth shut. Period. All right, I'm going to run through these cute, awesome super chats, and thank you all so much for watching, for supporting, and for your future emails or messages of whatever. Be open with me. Be transparent. Share feelings, and I'll see you anyways more on these live streams as we go. Thank you, Kathy. Gifted 5 Lara FM memberships. You are so awesome, Kathy. You are another one. Supporter, McGee. Angie Mo, the dog mom. Hi. Truth to the power. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. And again, Kathy, thank you, honey, you are hilarious. I see it again too. So it might as well just put this one up as well. Thank you, honey. Thank you. And I also know your heart, you literally have your heart as well in the right place. And you want the community to do just as much as to be connected and healed as well. West Coast Fancy, Nancy, thank you, honey. Aussie Oi, Lara, I know in my heart, if you have audit support you are a good person. Oh, that's sweet, because audit is awesome. The world is watching and listening. We are with you. Thank you, Aussie Oi, Oi, Oi. You are a magical angel, babe, and you freaking are so supportive. And you've been around for freaking ever as well. And yes, you're amazing. Oh, thank you. West Coast Fancy Nancy, Lara, you're the real deal. I appreciate you. Thank you. Somebody's got to do it. Just kidding. A Voice Down Under. Thank you. Becoming a member. Thank you, honey. New member. Correct. Thank you, Mama T. Gifted 5 Lara FM memberships. Thank you for the support. Does it matter to you? Not to me. Hugs to you, Lara. Breathe. Thank you. Love you. Oh, man. Sharon Marks, thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. I'm going to also be editing my memberships and all the fun things. I'm so excited to be sharing just little art pins and new merch and handmade stuff, especially with all of this. I might be tearing up and making the merch, the TV, SPTV, Lara FM goldenrod stuff. I'm going to be making them into like custom cool rocker kind of shirts. So that'll be fun. So yeah, thank you guys. Oops, wrong one. Thank you, Sharon, for that. Lara, I chose who I watch. Immature. My choice is my choice. I support those I align with. It's that simple. And Audit LA is a queen in my book. If you have an issue with me, you have my number. Yes, this is correct. I agree, Rib Guy. He always said, I live for this shit. What chaos? Oh, when chaos was happening. Yes. SP from afar. Yes. He always says, yeah, he's talking about Toxic. Scott Hotchsetter. He says, I live for this shit. He literally does this. Like, I don't even like mimicking it. It's gross. It's fucking so toxic. When chaos was happening. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Thank you. Lara, great show. Please look up King Baby Syndrome. We all know someone in particular with it. Ruins any relationships they have. Okay, I will look that up. I don't know if that was serious or not, but thank you, Yoko Buns. I will look that up, even if you're joking. Thank you for the super chat. Oregon Valley girl, hi. I can't give like others do. My choices to not work, so I cheerlead. Oh, and I miss the early days of anti-Sciento. Great job, Lara. I agree. Thank you, Oregon Valley girl. You're a badass. I love you. Sarah Chat, thank you. Thank you, $4.99. Aussie oi. Lara, thank you for talking with some of these smallest streamers. By doing this, you are giving them motivation to continue. Yes, and I hope I am. I want to give all the motivation to big streamers, to Aaron, to Jenna, to anybody. I want to encourage. I want things to be better. I don't want things to get more toxic. I want it to clean up. So we need to do that. We have to be able to be fucking transparent and not like fucking hiding shit. Jenna and Aaron, you guys were hiding so much crap going like behind. You literally did it on a live stream fighting with each other. So like, what do you expect? Do you think, anyways, sorry, Ozzy, I'm here to heal. I love that we're all healing. People don't want to heal, then they can head on out the other side. But people who want to heal literally can heal and be and flourish. I encourage, if you're here to be better at being you and being a better you, then I encourage that, no matter who you are. But no toxicity, period. It's fucking nasty. So yeah, there we go. On that note, thank you guys. I love you all. And thank you again, Sarah Chat, $1.99. Thank you guys all for hanging in here and kind of dissecting all this shit with me and allowing me to say all of it. And I love that I feel that I can get back to showing you guys the simple, joyful, amazing, deep things like raising kittens from literally 2 days old. I love you, Angel Miranda. You are a little champion cheerleader of them all. Has been around forever. So there you go. Animals, healing, plants, therapy, speaking fucking the truth, not letting people fear you and hold your voice, and being there no matter, you know, seeing shit through, like being there. If you're going to court to, you know, be on a case, be on it, show up, be there for the people that are taking down Scientology, people that are in court cases, that are fucking struggling through arbitration, that are, you know, having all kinds of trauma from their childhood being brought up. Be on that side. Help. If you have enough time to be toxic in this community, then you have enough energy to go be supportive to somebody in the community that you don't hate. So go do that. Stop wasting your time on being fucking negative and poking out the bullshit. And honestly, go get out in nature. Go heal. Go get therapy. Go talk to a group of ex-Scientologists that are also healing. You know, go try other things than just like listening and being on fucking YouTube live streams and talking shit in the chat. Be loving, be caring. Think about, is this going to be valuable to me when I am no longer in this life? Is me taking care of these cats and giving them food after this live stream a priority? And does that give me joy? And do they feel so good? Yes. Then that's the priority. Everybody has their own thing. So all we ask is to support people who are being honest, who are being transparent, who are talking about everything, who will apologize when they are wrong, who will give in and say, oh my God, I learned about this and this, who will take care of animals, who will do whatever they can, no matter how much harassment they are getting to take down Scientology, who call into the meetings, who learn about other people's ways of doing it in other, you know, other cities, other, you know, I want Clearwater crew to hit me up. I want to be able to be so excited to go out to Clearwater and protest the fuck out there with you guys. I want to go everywhere. And I think that that should be the way for everybody. So, love to you all. Thank you again for all being here. And I will send you out with my Lara FM, I love you outro. Because I love you all, and whether it sounds cliche or not, love is all we need. And if you're not being loving, you're being toxic.
Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home. Hold me up when I'm feeling down. Hold me close when I'm all alone. Keep me safe, far from home.